Well, very good evening to all the members of the Fly Deck to Sim channel. Welcome to another Fly Deck to Sim members group flight. I hope you're all doing well on the 21st of December 2021, 3 minutes past 6. Our first ever group flight during a weekday on a Tuesday. We've always done it on a Saturday and Sunday. Apologies for that. You know, I'm all working on a weekend roster at the moment, but we've had a fantastic turnout. I think it's something like 96 individual alpaca movements for our first ever two-sector group flight. We're in Group 1, Wave 1, flying from Oslo to Oslo Gardermoen to Stockholm Arlanda, and with the next wave we're going to go from Stockholm Arlanda back to Oslo. We've got a group in the other airport, Stockholm, we're doing Oslo, and then they're going to Oslo back to Stockholm. It's going to be alpacas everywhere in this northern part of Norway and Sweden. Really looking forward to it as well. Excellent. Who have we got here in the members only chat here? Remember, this is an unlisted stream. No one here who's not a member. Martin Shepherd, hello to you. Ben Matthews, Dave Hagan, Chris Davies, Tom C, Paul, VDW, Craig Anderson, Edo's here as well. Littoral Games, hope you're doing well. Tom C, my scenery doesn't work. I've just got your message as well. I can't really do much 30 seconds before the start of the group flight, buddy. But I hope you can get some scenery sorted out to at least do one sector. Thank you very much for at least trying to take part anyway. Lee Holcroft, Christian Osland, Jay Waters here, Andy M71, Greg Scott, Domino Mosian, Owen Finnegan, Mark King, who I've heard has been offered on the group flight. I think you've now got the time off to do both sectors. I hope you're doing well, buddy. And Gino is here as well. Thank you very much all for taking part, at least in the stream and in the group flight as well. We've got so many alpacas everywhere. A little bit concerning. I started on this stand here. This is obviously streamed privately, and someone kept spawning on top of me, and Air China. I moved to this stand, and then the Air China started spawning on top of me here. He's now gone, and I looked quickly on Vatastic, and he's got no flight plan filed. I think he's a new member. I don't know how he knows it's me, but I'm just keeping a close eye on that. Alpaca 21 Levers here, 1258. Tango Oscar, I think it's in a 747. Probably not the best stand choice, but it fits just about. Got some Scandies here as well. Alpaca Mike Golf Sierra 87827 Sierra Golf 14 Mike Juliet 4589 Alpha Kilo 86 Yankee 75 Bravo and 7 Bravo Mike. So many of you here, but yeah, I think there's about 50 of us taking part, with most of you doing two sectors. Yeah, it was like 90 movements or so. Absolutely crazy. Alpaca 2 Tango Lima over there, and where am I? Here I am. I'm on stand 175. It was one of the many free stands available, so I just went over here. I think they're using the southerly runways in Oslo, so I'm actually planning for 19 right. We'll see what goes on there. Now, Ben Matthews just messaged me to say that you've all been given different routings for departure. I was actually told by Mantis Scandinavia we must file this particular routing, so not sure what's going on there. Oh, Domino Mosina, I think that your microphone is a bit too quiet. That actually happened last stream, on the gaming stream as well. I'm not sure what's causing that at the moment, because I did double check all my settings. I just need to get the window heat on here because I'm steaming up here. I have my audio input capture set to maximum, so all I'm going to have to do for this stream is put the mic a little bit closer to my mouth. Let me know how that is for the rest of you guys, and I don't know what else I could really do. I'll have to shout next, I think. But anyway, we'll get the show on the road. Our departure time for, well, my personal departure time is at 18:07, so I've got 23 minutes to get everything set up from cold and dark. Sounds okay, thanks Greg Scott. Maybe too loud now, but yeah, someone 2 tons mentioned on the gaming channel that I was quite quiet the other stream, so I've got the audio input capture to maximum, so I think I might have just had the mic boom a little bit too far from my mouth there. Anyway, batteries on, GPU's on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps can come on as well, landing gear lever is down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green lights. And what is the temperature out here? -5. Zebo has this thing where the windows will start to steam up or mist up when it's so cold, so window heat can come on straight away just to get the windows clear. And because it's -5 outside, you can actually see here, if you look at all the temperatures in the cabin, it's bottomed out at 0, so let's actually get the APU started nice and early, which is what we do in reality. Now, a little bit out of sequence, but prior to turning on the APU, we always do a fire test. Make sure the APU fire light's illuminated and we don't have an APU detector in op fault or any faults with the APU. And we can still do the fault test as usual. There we are. We can now safely start the APU and get some nice warm air into the cabin as soon as possible. Now it feels like you're sitting right next to me. One extreme to the other. I think it might have just been the fact the mic was a little bit too far from my my gob. That's a little bit closer now. Domino Machine is never happy. Deary me. Right, so APU's on its way up here. Arm, seatbelt signs. Actually, we need to refuel first. Push the attend button. It's a group flight, guys, so for the first sector, I'm going to take quite a bit of extra fuel just because I'm not sure how VATSIM Scandinavia is going to cope with the amount of traffic. I think they'll be okay because we've chosen two really suitable airports. They both have two landing and taking off runways, so they could at least double the capacity. There's no public event going on. It's just the usual evening traffic. So we'll take. I usually go 30 minutes. I'm going to take about 45 minutes extra. Weather-wise, if I was operating this sector in real life, be likely we might have to anti-ice here. The temperature in Oslo is, it depends really. If the aircraft's been sat on the ground and it hasn't been raining and it's clear, -5 here. We're not in freezing conditions, but there is a little bit of light snow around, so we'll operate the aircraft as if it's in freezing conditions. So I'll probably take a little bit of extra fuel to allow for remote de-icing. But the weather in Stockholm, -8, but it's completely clear. Very nice over in Sweden today. So, let me just have a little look at the flight plan. OFP number 1. These are in the live stream channel if you want to look at them a little closer, but it's only 4.2 tons required, 47-minute flight time. So, yeah, 4252. Let's take 2 tons extra, 62, which is about 45 minutes. So, fuel, 62. Quite a bit extra, and we're taking 150 passengers today. There we are, and we shall call for the fuel truck. There we are. In this situation, would we need to de-ice? Yes, sorry, I think I was explaining that before I saw that. So yes, in Oslo Gardermoen, it's light snow at the moment, mist, few at 400. It's likely we'd need to be anti-iced, and with light snow and that temperature and visibility, it's actually getting worse. So the holdover time, we have separate tables depending on the fluid we use, the water fluid mixture as well. Probably typically holdover time would be around 45 minutes to 2 hours. So I think here in Oslo Gardermoen, it's all remote de-icing, so don't do de-icing on stand, but as it's a group flight, we won't actually take that into account today. So Pax Auto, APU bleed on. We warm up the temperatures because it's absolutely freezing in here. There we are. Pop the trim air on as well, and fuel is on its way. Get a little bit of lighting, so go bright here. There we are. And I need to do the rest of my panel scans, so that's done. Steady we should have on, logo light as it's night, but the fuel pump's on now as well because we've got the APU on, otherwise it'll be suction feeding. Auto brake to RTO, reset, a little bit out of sequence here. I need to do the cargo fire test as well. Oh good, I've already got the de-icing trucks out. Guys, if you want to simulate de-icing, you could actually probably ask VATSIM controller, can I go to the de-icing platform please? And then accommodate that. We've done that on a stream before, but just to keep the slot times today, I'm going to probably just imagine we've done de-icing on stand. Circuit breakers are all in this side. Stall warning test. Okay, speed warning test. Test the flight recorder. IRS to nav. And circuit breakers are all in there. We're all looking good. So I was actually looking at this earlier. You see, what I love about the Zebra mod, it even models fuel temperatures. You can see, look, it's -5, the fuel going into the aircraft as well. And you can see now, because we've got the APU bleed on, the temperature the supply duct should be a lot warmer already, because that's obviously the hot air coming from the air conditioning system, and then obviously this is the temperature of the cabin, which is still below 0. So we'll keep an eye on it. It should get warm sooner rather than later. We'll put the probe heat on as well.
40,
Ben
30,
Matthews, no need, man, on the members group fly streams. Oh, Jesus, man, thanks.
Just in case you don't get time to stream before Christmas, hope you and Jack have a great Christmas, and a mega thanks for organizing this mug.
I've got to stop calling it a MOGF, start calling it a MUGF. That's very generous of you, Ben Murphy. I don't want to say, man. Thank you very much for the £30. I am planning on streaming on Thursday, so long as I don't get called. No, Thursday I'm off. No, 23rd I'm planning on doing a public stream. 24th I'm on standby. 25th going to go see my family. I'm off on Christmas Day working. Well, on Christmas Eve I'm standby. Christmas Day off. Boxing Day I'm flying. So I really appreciate that. That's very generous of you, Ben. I don't usually get anything during group flights, nor do I expect it. So don't know what to say, man. Thank you very much for your generosity. Cool, man. Well, yeah, flabbergasted. Down here, cargo fire test. We discussed the de-icing weather. Probe heat goes on as well, as I just did as well. No, I did circuit breaker panels, didn't I? IRS to nav. Yes, and let's now start boarding.
Ground
Okay.
flight deck fuel is
Mugf,
all loaded
I
up.
know.
Thank you, we're good to
It's
go.
quite funny, Gino. Greg Scott, we used to have an APU on the Nimrod that came from a Rover Jet 1 car. It would catch fire if it ran for more than 5 minutes. That's alarming. Oh my days. Cool, let's grab some weather from VATSIM. We have the 80s on line 12715. Let's see if it's on voice. No, nothing on voice, I'm afraid. Well, it is on voice, it's just not coming through. Why is that not coming through? 127150. It's because it's turned right down. That's why.
This is Oslo Gardermoen Information Victor. Com 1750 Zulu. Expect ILS or RNP approach runway 19 right. Departure runway 19 left in use. Runway condition wet. Transition level 80. For clearance and startup, contact tower 118.3. Met report. Wind variable 2 knots. Visibility 4,400 meters. Light snow and mist.
Ugh.
Clouds. Few at 400 feet. Scattered at 900 feet. Broken at 2,400 feet. Temperature -5. Dew point -6. QNH 1022. Temporary. Visibility 2,000 meters. Light snow and mist. Clouds. Broken at 800 feet.
Oh my days.
Acknowledge information Victor on first contact.
Right, information Victor at 1750 has been copied. So yeah, light snow. We would definitely be in freezing conditions now, and we'd likely need to be de-iced for the purposes of the group flight. I'll imagine that's done. We've done de-icing on stand. We'd have to get the AP bleed off, just get the aircraft de-iced, and then taxi out. Check the holdover time as well. But I don't have any of the paperwork with me or anything else at the moment, so definitely look at doing a stream on that. We've done a few in the past. Anyway, QNH is 1022, and we will now tune up tower. The only tower, he's going to be busy. No ground, or we do have an approach controller online, so 1183. We'll have a listen out on that frequency.
Victor, QNH 1022, stand 387.
Alpaca 458, Gardermoen Tower, good evening. Here to Arlanda, massive 5 charge departure, runway 19 left, issue class 7.
So, I might get 19 left as well. I was kind of thinking, because of my position, I might get 19 right. But I'm going to plan on 19 left. He's got the Ryanair boarding music on really loudly. It's quite funny. Let's get our flight plan loaded. I'm going to plan off 19 left as well. Might be a bit of a trek, but FMC's loaded. Well, FMC needs to be loaded next, so we are in Oslo Gardermoen, Echo November Golf Mike. GPS left. And we're going to Arlanda, Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha. I have flown into Oslo Gardermoen, but never been to Stockholm Arlanda in real life. Call signs Alpaca 1, my X-ray Mike. Departure 19 left, and whatever massive that is, 5 Charlie. From there it's going to be massive. Zulu 183. Let go. Oh, leg po. Not let go. Direct LTOC.
That is the 6 charge departure, massive transition.
LTOC 7 Mike, I'm planning for 0 on right.
6 to...
But like in real life, they could change a short notice or at any point there. Just have to confirm with the ATIS when you get it. There we are, there's no transition. We'll activate that and execute. 0 freeways 56.2. Reserves alternate Stockholm Scouster. We need a minimum of 1845, so 1.9, not much to get there. Cost index 30. Cost index 30. Cruising at 330. Execute. We'll only be there very briefly. Top of climb wind is 325 and 59. Top of climb ice minus 8. 422k for departure, 88.7. Minus 5, take off flat 5. CG is 6. Well, at least at 6 units trim. I love it. Someone's actually simulating de-icing. Very cool. Proud of you, Alpaca. 143. There we are. Performance is all set. So, yaw dampers on, fuel pumps, cross-feed valve, right. Dim, bright. And off you see the temperature now in the cabin's nice and toasty, about 20 degrees, so start cooling it down slightly. And AP's already up and running, seatbelt sign on. Window propeat's on at this stage, voice recorder on, AP bleeds on. And that is all set. So let's have a little look at the Masev departure. So at the moment I've got the Masev 6 Delta for 19 right, on the Masev 5 Charlie, 19 left. So it's actually a much better departure. The 19 right one actually has you going right in the wrong direction, then back on yourself. The Masev 5 Charlie is a left turn straight on route, so actually suits us better. I'll have quick to do something. An ADP2 during climb out. Initial climb clearance expects 7,000 feet, so 7,000 feet is set. Runway QDM for 19 left is 192. Set up the courses as well.
Tower, good evening, Alpaca 2, Tango Lima, cargo stand 207, information Victor, requesting clearance to Orlando, please.
Fluttering on.
Alpaca 2, Tango Lima, Gardermoen Tower, good evening, confirm you're able to depart on the 1 on left.
A bit of a long taxi for us now. Yeah, we'll just check the points then. So we've got GM 604, 604, 444, Vibuk, 508, 422, Masev. There we are. So it's all looking good. On the taxi out Oslo, it's snowing. Yeah, it will be. I think it was on some of the ATIS. We did some de-icing this morning. Did see some nice photos from my colleagues. Very cool, Paul. And Ben Matthews, right, ready to go. No waiting for my block time. Very good. That's what we'd like to hear. Don't know. Oh yeah, I was talking about the volume earlier. Very good. Right, I need to grab my clearance switch out in 8 minutes. Pretty happy we've got everything loaded correctly. Still only tower online, so let's get clearance. Looking good down here on the radio tuning panel.
Taxi, Romeo, Papa, Tango, Romeo 19 left, Papa 70 Golf.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, contact Oslo approach 120.450.
He gone already.
Super 7321, contact Oslo approach 120.450.
We're everywhere here.
Beaver 7321.
Nigel. Nigel's been alpacaized. New word.
Beaver 7321.
Speedbird's gone down. Tower, hello, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, stand 175, information Victor, QNH 1022, departure clearance to Arlanda, please.
Massive 5 Charlie departure, 19 left, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 2162.
Just confirm, that was the Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, cleared to Arlanda, massive 5 Charlie departure, runway 19 left, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 2162.
Clear to Orlando on the Massive 5 Charlie departure, 19 left, climb 7,000 feet, squawk 2162, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike.
Speedbird 7.
I guess we're back correct.
1 Carson Tower.
7,000 feet, 2162. He's got a problem with a Speedbird somewhere. 2162. Massive 5 Charlie. And then climb to 7,000 feet. So that is all looking good. Wow, we're ahead of the game here. So we'll imagine boarding's almost completed. So what we'll do here is retract.
Alpaca 458,
Close the doors.
Alpaca 458, push and start cleared, straight push.
Active Sky's giving me snow everywhere. Yeah, my Active Sky. Well, I haven't got OpenGL on at the moment. I've gone back to.
Alpaca 458, thank you.
I've gone to back to Vulcan, so I don't think it's really showing the snow very clearly. Anyway, we've got to wait 6 more minutes for our slot. Anyway, if we were to de-ice, guys, let's have a look here. I'm afraid, because I didn't plan for it, we did a Winthrop stream from Russia. I think it was to Murmansk to Russia last year. We got all the holdover time charts out. We got all the de-icing procedure completed, but remote de-icing a little bit different. You taxi out some airports, you shut the engines down, some you leave them running.
Bravo 7, line up runway 1.
Again, the whole aircraft de-ice, then your holdover time starts when you have the aircraft started the de-icing procedure. Mark, me and my father are both here. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, taxi then, that's going to be a bit of a routing for us. So we're going to push back here. 175 onto Kilo 2, I should think. Or I don't know if we go all the way to Kilo 1. We're going to go Northfire Echo, then either most likely Hotel, Yankee, Papa or Victor, all the way around here. Then to Sierra. Bravo 9, Bravo 8. I remember doing the flight to Rovaniemi once, that public stream, and we ended up disconnecting because we were on the ground for about 2 hours.
75 Bravo, taxi Juliet, correction Juliet, Sierra, holding point 19 left.
Taxi Juliet, Sierra, holding point 19 left, Alpaca 75 Bravo.
There's 75 Alpha Lima, who's just finished his push and start. And a lot of the stands in Oslo, they like to do straight pushbacks. And you just make your turn whilst taxiing.
Very good evening, Alpaca Tower, flight plan 174, information figures are A319, PH1022, departure clearance to Orlando.
These two scan these. Well, this one tower controller is doing an amazing job of clearance ground and tower.
Alpaca 12 Mike, do back right.
Can you do your de-icing? So there's a number of checks you'd have to do before doing this first. And they don't do it, the thing is they don't do it on stand either in they don't do it on stand in Oslo, they do it on remote. It's just a visual thing, guys, it doesn't actually provide any protection, but it's pretty cool.
Correction 125, start approved, QNH 1022. 022 start.
Yeah, prior to that you'd have your trim set, you've got to turn the AP bleed off. If you don't turn the AP bleed off, you'll end up ingesting all this de-icing fluid, and it absolutely stinks.
Clear for takeoff from me, 1 on the left, Alpaca 70 Golf.
Better push.
Gardermoen Tower, Alpaca 8 Tango Square.
Station calling second.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Just wanted to notify you that the taxiways are slippery.
Oh. Nice pirate.
This should be good, I haven't got any report. That might be a simulate though. really hard to simulate them. There's not really any data.
Maybe it's Microsoft Flight Simulator then.
Manager
It's
specific.
got a poor braking
I mean,
condition.
it's
Takes
big
us.
values for taxi.
Oh, it's run over our man. Loving new PC still, guys. I haven't had as much time on it as I'd like to have had.
Alpaca
But yeah, the performance I'm not getting tired of. We're at 65 FPS.
with information on board. On the target A321 with communication 1022 request.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Thank you.
Alpaca 3 Fox Roman, government tower close, standby, break. Alpaca 7 5 Bravo, line up runway 1 on left.
Line up and wait, 1 mile left.
Hope the guys in Stockholm are doing okay. Just having a look on the VATSIM map.
Alpaca 3 Foxtrot, disregard break. Alpaca 7 Sierra Golf, contact Oslo approach 120.450.
See a few alpacas away, and there's a few out of Stockholm as well. They've got a few aircraft inbound as well. That's amazing. A little bit of a queue at the whole point in Arlanda though.
Bravo. Wind is variable 2 knots, runway 19 left. Captain.
Poor Marshall Abbey's required to actually frozen solid landing.
1 mile left, Alpaca 75 Bravo.
Hey, on the thumbnail I put a Christmas hat on here.
Massive 5 Charlie departure, runway
Anyway, we're
19
due for our push and start in 2 seconds.
Direction 1740.
There we are, 18:30 we're due off. We'll request push to start now. Just let this guy.
Cleared to Stockholm as filed on the Massive 5 Charlie departure. Runway 19 left, initial climb 7,000, squawking 1740. Alpaca 3 Foxtrot ready.
Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo, reback break.
And tower Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike stand 175 request push and start.
Alpaca 1 extra Mike, I didn't get your reback. Can you just reback your clearance again?
Sure, it's cleared to Stockholm Arlanda on the Massive 5 Charlie 19 left, climb 7,000 feet, squawk 2162, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike.
Alpaca 1 extra Mike, reback correct, QNH 1022, push and start approach, straight push.
QNH 1022, push and start approach, straight push, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Excellent. Packs off, anti-collision lights on, parking brake we can now stand by.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
So it's quite hard to see the taxi line here, but
Oslo Tower, Alpaca 4
what we'll do is go
58
straight back on
taxi.
to... I think there's 2 taxiways here.
Alpaca
Let's just do this
458,
one here.
taxi, Juliet, Tango, holding point runway 19 left.
Ah, what's happened there?
Taxi, Juliet, Tango, holding point.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Clear Alpaca 125
On our way.
for taxi.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
4202, taxi,
Apple is
Echo,
the need of de-icing measured by the captain, by the ground handler of
Okay,
the airline. I know
yeah,
it's captain's call in the end.
Victor, holding
But we ended
point.
up with some delays because of late crew and couldn't start. Excellent question. So ultimately, it's the captain's responsibility to make sure the aircraft is free of all contamination. Oh, he's unfrozen himself, look. So one of the first things we do when we approach the aircraft, be it on a turnaround or we're approaching the aircraft for the first time, we complete something called a contamination check. So that's an inspection, like the walk around essentially, to see if we need to be de-iced. So is there ice on the aircraft? Is there likely to be ice or snow on the aircraft if the change in conditions would be the case? And my company have a very much a please de-ice if you think you need to de-ice policy. We have a simple saying, if in doubt, de-ice. So we'd have a look at that. In these conditions, yes, we would be absolutely not only de-icing to remove any contamination, but also having the aircraft anti-iced, which protects it from contamination if it's snowing at all. I have a number of streams of operated winter operations, Paul, and also a dedicated tutorial which you might find interesting.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Working very sense. Turn this.
Disconnecting
music off,
tow.
guys.
Stand by.
Approach 120.450.
Air 2. Oil pressure. Air 1. Forgot to set the MFRA as well.
Break by. Station calling for clearance, call down. Anyone at November, Gardermoen Tower, good evening, runway 1 on the right, clear to land, wind variable to not.
Starter, cut out, coming. About, one change number 2, 24632 stable, starting 1.
Alpaca 75 Alpha Lima, are able to depart Bravo 7.
End 2.
Sure, thank you, taxi Victor, Hollywood Bravo 7. Get that.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight. God tur.
Got you, end 2, pressure end 1.
Goodbye to the taxi company, Alpaca 458.
Oslo Tower, good evening, Alpaca 816, extend 46, basic information, Victor. This is just the clearest to...
Looks really cold out there.
First correction, Alpaca 86, ENGM.
There we are, bypass pin C. Let's do the before taxi flow. So we're going to do the freezing conditions, guys, okay? So generators on, APU off, start switches continuous, engine anti-ice on. Now, we only use wing anti-ice if we haven't been protected by Type 2 or Type 4, so obviously it doesn't model de-icing, so imagine we'd be de-iced without Type 2, so I'll put the wing anti-ice on as well. Max organisation valve auto, and we don't actually taxi out with the flaps in position, we taxi out with the flaps up. So, flight controls we still check. Back, left, right, rudders we'll check. Right and left, recall, and we taxi out, guys. Now, if the aircraft's had a lot of snow in it and then been de-iced, we then actually configure the flaps. We do a full cycle check from up to 40. We used to always do that in freezing conditions. If, let's say, there's only a little bit of ice on top of the wing and we had it removed, we would just leave the flaps up and taxi out with the flaps up. The reason we don't taxi with the flaps up is you'd have it all... If you imagine you're taxiing and you've got all this snow and gunk being flicked up from the engines, from the gear, it'll get in all the gaps and crevices. That won't happen if the flaps are up. So we taxi in freezing conditions with the flaps up and then configure at the hold point, which is what we're going to do today. Anyway, we can request taxi now.
Stand 207, requesting push and start.
I'm not doing any checklists either, which is not wise. I'm going to get the freezing condition checklist now, actually.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima,
Two tons.
approved, face north, QNH 1022.
Push start approved, facing north 1022, 2 Tango Lima.
So I've got the freezing conditions checklist.
Tango Oscar, wind
So, taxiing out, de-icing prior to engine start.
Takeoff 19 left,
So we are doing the before taxi flow here. So, de-icing is not required or has been completed prior to engine start. When at the holding point or after backtrack with no delay expected, complete the takeoff before takeoff checklist at the hold point. So we'll just taxi out with the flaps up. Don't do a config check, otherwise it won't work. And Tower Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike request taxi.
Alpaca 1 extra Mike, taxi Kilo November, Victor Sierra, holding point runway 19 left.
Taxi holding point 19 left, 5 Kilo November, Victor Sierra, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike.
Alpaca 75 Alpha Lima, contact.
So turn off and taxi, we're going to go Kilo, all the way over here, then up to November, and then Victor, and then over onto Sierra. Alright, so we'll keep that taxi up to the resparking brake. There's no point doing a config check because the flaps are up. Remember, we're imagining we have been de-iced and anti-iced already. And then when we get to the whole point, that's when we configure to landing. And because it's such a threat, because every day we operate this aircraft taxiing up the flaps up, one of the things we do prior to takeoff to make sure we don't forget the flaps is that the checklist, the checklist we have here, it's a very simple thing. The first officer clips that to his control column. So if he starts lining up going, why is that checklist still on my control column? Oh yes, that's because we've got the flaps up. So it's a really simple procedure my operator uses to ensure that the aircraft is, you make sure you don't forget to configure the flaps prior to takeoff. Right, anyway, here's Kilo. We're going to go out here, and then next one's November.
Clip takeoff 19 left, Alpaca 458 taxi.
Alpaca 8 Tango Oscar, contact North approach 120.450.
Contacting 120.450, Alpaca 8 Tango Oscar. Thank you very much, and bye.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, wind
Oh, it's horrible weather. So we are on to November.
Alpaca 68, correction 86 Yankee, clear to Arlanda, Oxford to Charlie departure, runway 19 left, initial climb 7000
Ooh, full left. So one of those things I need to do, which someone mentioned last stream, because I'm getting a little bit of stuttering, is something about V-Sync or something, because I think my FPS is
Arlanda via tier.
just getting a little bit of lag here.
Second departure for 86 Yankee.
Alpaca 86 Yankee, it's the Oxford to
So we're going all the way up now to Victor, which is sort of like the last right here, so it's going to be the fourth right we take.
Clear to Arlanda via Oscar 2 Charlie departure, runway 19 left. This is left 7,000 feet and skunk 4260 for Alpaca 86 Yankee.
Alpaca 86 Yankee, your squawk dropped out, confirm squawk 4026.
Squawk 4026 for 86 Yankee.
There's
Alpaca
Papa.
86 Yankee, rebank, correct, break, Alpaca 5, correction, Alpaca 458,
Second right for Victor.
approach 120, decimal 450.
120450 for Alpaca 458, Merry Christmas sir, thank you very much for the excellent ATC.
Merry Christmas.
What's that in Norwegian?
Alpaca 125, via Bravo 7, runway 19 left, clear for takeoff, wind variable to knot.
Via
Bravo 7,
runway 19 left, take off, 125.
So following the Finn Air.
Tower Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo, request push and stop.
So I think it might be something to do with that, because on I do the test sectors, I don't get any of this sort of little bit of a stutter.
Great push, accumulation
Just some
1062,
traffic
Alpaca
so
3
maybe that could be
Foxtrot
it.
Romeo.
So that stutter in the FPS look, sort of 60 and then every few seconds it's going down to 40, 60 and then 40.
We have information whiskey on board. Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike, Gardermoen Tower, good evening, clear to Arlanda, Massive 5 Charlie departure, runway 19 left, initial climb 7000 feet, squawk 40.
Sometimes you can see it in here like a little spike.
Clear to Orlando on the Massive 5 Charlie departure from 19
Don't
left,
have that.
initial climb 7000 feet.
Don't turn any of that stuff off to break it all. Don't need Skunkcraft's update.
Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike, reback correct.
Anyway, long Victor we go, and then it'll be the next left is we can't do the before takeoff checklist until we're at the whole point. We just need to have a short delay just to get the aircraft configured, and then we complete the
Good evening,
checklist.
Gardermoen Tower, Transavia 308, request IFR clearance to Schiphol, Amsterdam.
Transavia 308.
N2, can you order the mod, post a stream in Discord? Lots of us waiting for it, and it's not there. Just stumbled across it after noticing your user ID is streaming. N2, it should be both as an event, so you should see the event highlighted in Discord, and on the announcements channel has the
FIPA 1 Charlie departure, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 4625, Transavia 308.
it should be in the announcements channel. Always there, N2. Always post the all the streams in the announcements channel.
450.
120, that's not 450. Thank you very much.
And I don't think I actually updated the Discord events with the link, to be fair. I'll do that in a second. Once I get it. Anyway, next left is Sierra.
Alpaca 86 Yankee, straight push and start to clear, QH 1022.
Straight push and start approved, unit 1022 for Alpaca 86 Yankee.
Have a look at the announcements channel then too. I'll need to put the link in the events page though, because I forgot to update that. But that's only a reasonably new feature of Discord. You'll always find the link posted in the announcements channel.
Taxi Echo Golf, and then continue November on the clear.
So just carry on all the way to Bravo 9. We just need a short delay at the whole point.
Tower Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, ready to taxi, information whiskey. Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, taxi November, Victor Sierra, holding point 19 left, give way to company Addon Golf. Taxi 19 left, November. Victor,
Yeah, I
you're
forgot to
get
post the link
company
there.
coming
I
out of
shall
Gulf.
do that
Signal me.
as soon as I get airborne. Oh,
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
thanks Simfly UK for the 4 months. I'll just get around this corner first. Says, that's gone quick. Thank you so much, amazing community. See you in Arlanda. Thank you very much, buddy. You're most welcome. Thank you for your continued support as a member, buddy. And maybe jump.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, then up to 1 rest.
Alpaca 1 X-ray, Mike. We just need a couple of minutes just to get the aircraft configured for departure. We'll call ready in 2 minutes.
Roger, you can line up in the meantime. No, we're inbound through.
Roger. We're just holding position because I don't have the flaps out. Alpaca 1 X-ray, Mike. Thanks. So he said there's no traffic. So he's just said you can line up and wait, but we would never line up with the aircraft not configured. We just hold position the whole point. Yeah, we're just holding position just to get the flaps extended. It'll be ready in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Roger.
Yeah, so he said you can line up. There's no traffic. That's actually not an issue. It's something we'd never really do in reality without having the flaps out. So just quickly going to my operator's checklist when operating in these conditions. So when at the holding point or after backtrack with no delay expected for takeoff, complete the checklist below. So flaps 5 required, 5 selected. We're going to do a static run up as well.
Call sign, what's your call sign?
Alpaca Michael Sierra.
Michael Sierra, first you need your clearance. You're clear to Arlanda.
5 required, 5 selected, green light. Parking brake release. Config check. Make sure the takeoff config warning horn doesn't sound. Parking brake we then reset, and then we complete the before takeoff checklist, which is on the control column here. So before takeoff checklist, config we checked. Flaps we have 5 green light. Check it again. Stab trim 6.0 units set. Takeoff briefing. Packs on the bleeds on. And wet speeds, engine wing anti-ice is on. Departure. I don't actually have wet speed selected here.
It's the massive 5 charge.
Wet speeds 128, 135, 143 set. Departure is the massive 5 Charlie. Climbing straight ahead. Golf Mike 604 then left turn. Climb flight level. Sorry, altitude 7,000 feet. NADP2. Any problems will climb straight ahead to 4,000 feet, which will be the highest MSA all around the airport. There we are. Managed the cabin secure. Checks complete.
Alpaca 4-member Charlie, push start approved, QNH 1022.
Good Guyol is Merry Christmas in both languages. Thanks, Stefan.
Good evening and Merry Christmas.
Picture's very
Merry
busy
Christmas to you as well.
out of ESSA. Yeah, we're going to be in that soon.
Transavia 308, request push and start.
Soviet 308, push start approved. Great, push QNH 1022.
Push and start approved. QNH 1022, Transavia 308.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, thanks for that. We're fully ready for departure.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, Roger, wind variable 2 knots, runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 19 left, cleared takeoff, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. So cleared takeoff, so
Tower Alpaca
MCP
3
set,
Romeo, request
transponder TARA, strobe lights are on, cleared takeoff, task lights on as well. So what we're going to do, because we're in freezing conditions guys, when we're operating this, when you're sat on the ground for a long while with low thrust settings, fan blade icing can accumulate just from the aircraft, from the N1 fan blade spinning, and ice starts building up, and we need to shed that prior to departure. So we do a kind of a 2-step stabilised engine process. So we set 40% initially, cool stabilise, we then set 70%, and then wait for the engine to be stabilised, wait up to 30 seconds if needed, and then we set takeoff thrust. So I don't know if you guys, some of you would have definitely seen it, but maybe not everyone has seen it. Right, so Toga's in chat, timing, facing the right direction, and holding on the brakes. Oh, that'll do. So there we are. We're going to set 40% initially. Check the engines are stabilised. We then set 70%. Holding on the brakes. And then we're looking for any unusual vibrations, changes in indications or anything. If it's all looking good, don't need to wait for the full 30 seconds. We can release the parking brake, or the brakes, and then set takeoff thrust. takeoff thrust set, indications normal. Check, release forward pressure. Hand off the thrust lever.
Rotate.
Up we go. That we're at.
Positive grade.
Gears coming up.
Alpaca
Trim.
78 requesting taxi.
As soon as you're airborne, you can turn off the wipers.
400.
Verify the roll mode.
Runway 19 left, Alpaca 6.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, contact push approach
120450 Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike Goodjul.
Thank you.
He loved it, you see, he loved his Merry Christmas in Norwegian. Thank you very much, Stefan Pettersson. Bugged up. Flaps one. I have to look in chat though to remind myself. I miss having OpenGL now with the rain effects, that's for sure. And flaps up. And we'll contact departures. Oslo approach, very good evening, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, 1 a Masev, 5 Charlie departure, passing 3,000 feet, altitude 7,000 feet.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, identified, climb flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. So there are, 210, checked, and flaps up low lights, VNAV, set standard. Passing 40 flight level 210 after takeoff checklist. So gears off, order brake off. We'll leave the start switches in continuous because we need the engine anti-ice on. We'd also be looking for the requirements of wing anti-ice, which is impossible on X-Plane 11 at the moment, but we'll turn it on because I don't want ice on the wings just in case it's there. And air conditioning pressurization 1.9. Temperatures are all set. East cabin crew recall. Oh no, we don't do recall, sorry, that comes at 10,000 feet. Out to the standard set, passing 5-2, flight level 210 after takeoff check. This will be crew released. Bjorn, you got taxi clearance only 30 minutes late. Sounds like it's been hectic in, I guess, I don't know, Bjorn, are you in Oslo or in Arlanda? Because in Oslo, it was one guy, and he's been flawless. No hesitation, no guessing. I'm guessing the tower controller we had there is a real veteran. Maybe even Oslo. It was pretty much well, it was pretty much perfect. It was perfect. There was no hesitation. He knew what everyone was doing at each stage there. Right, we'll go full climb. Anti-ice off. Well, we're certainly on our way anyway. I've got down as 1931. I've got my off-block time as 2010, so at the moment, getting on stand, that gives me about 40, gives me my 30-minute turnaround as planned. It's been great fun organising this. It's a hell of a lot more difficult to organise than the normal sort of crossfire or overloads because everyone's swapping. I had a right nightmare where a few people trying to get swaps last minute and stuff, which is fine. It really makes it very difficult when you don't mention your previous ones, and I had people double booked, and in one case it was triple booked because he got me to change them and didn't tell me I had original slots, but we got it down in the end. There we are, 102 for 210. Let's do our pre-cruise checks. So fuel 4 pumps, and we have for 4 on board. There's a discrepancy of 40 kilos. That would be the 40 kilos we had for the APU turned on early to get some hot air into the cabin. Lights can come off. APU verify off. Pressurization 3.8 and logo light as well. Set. Seatbelts will leave on. Recall. There we are. Pre-cruise checks complete. Oh. Hi Flight Service Specialist, you're listening live from Lima Fox Mike November. Very cool. Can't remember what airport that is though. Liam, you're 20 minutes late as I was waiting for clearance. Oh dear. I'm guessing it's a little bit busier. Well, it's the same amount of traffic. I think actually more than even Oslo.
2Jet 1 Romeo Golf, hello, identified descent 5000, correction, descent level 110.
Descent level 110, 2Jet 1 Romeo Golf.
Hopefully a few other people going the other way. Good afternoon, another Gene. Hope you're doing well, buddy. How long have I been streaming for? 53 minutes. We've had group flights in the past, so I've still been blocked on the ground after this amount of time.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, identified, class Red Bull
And it's
210,
probably a good thing I'm not
directed
flying
to
so. All these delays at Arlanda. I might have fallen asleep on stand. Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't make it, buddy, but I think you said you would have been exhausted. So when you're on super short flights like this, if you have a look here on the map, look, you can see now top of climb and top of descent pretty much coincide with each other. They're only probably about 30 miles difference. So actually, pilot flying would hand over control to pilot monitoring for that sector and already start getting the aircraft set up, just because we don't have time really in the cruise to do it all. And
Departure, hello, Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, passing 3,500 for 7,000.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima,
Get
identified,
the briefing all done even prior to top of climb. It's actually an approved procedure. It's non-standard, and I don't want you to do it, but on short sectors they recognise that due to length of the flight, yeah, that's fine. You just got to be extra vigilant, obviously. Pilot flying, who is handed over control, has to be very vigilant of the aircraft energy state. Make sure the aircraft is still flying here, which I'm not doing as I look down, but what can you do? Anyway, Arlanda, LTOC 7 Mike, fire the 01 left or 01 right. I think they're using the northerly runways in Stockholm.
Alpaca 420,
Yep.
there we are, clear direct to Tikla, descent 5000 feet,
So
PH
all of them will be
1022.
LTOC 7 Mike.
And direct to Tikla.
Where is it? Right at the top though. And I'm not sure which runway we're landing on.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, contact Sweden, frequency 131.125.
131125. Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Perfect.
And Alpaca 7 Sierra Golf, request descent.
Sweden control, the stations are unreadable.
Alpaca 7 Sierra Golf, request descent.
75, Bravo. Cleared Stockholm Arlanda, LTOC 7 Mike, arrival runway 01 left, descent flight level 110.
Busy, busy.
7 Mike, arrival 01 left, Alpaca 75 Bravo.
Sweden, very good evening. Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, climbing flight level 210, Masev. So,
All stations, radio, I cannot hear anything really, so stand by.
He's got a bit of snow on his microphone. Right, vertical speed. Might have to go over at 210. Got plenty of fuel at least. Right, anyway, we'll start setting up what we can. I'm going to go for 01 right, because I think they're departing on 01 left. Poor controller's got radio issues, which is not ideal. So what I'm going to do, you'll notice you level off, the top of climb circle will start moving away from you, because obviously it's going, right, well I'm not going to reach top of climb here. The predicted value is based on you doing a continuous climb. He's going to get more and more aircraft checking in now. Oh. Not going to bother with this wind now.
Sweden Centre, Scandinavian 2546, request descent.
Uh-oh. We're going to have to go old school.
Scandinavian 2546, cleared Stockholm Arlanda, LTOC 7 Mike, descent flight level 110.
descent flight level 110 Scandinavian 2546.
Swedish Control, Alpaca 458, request descent please.
1025 QNH in Arlanda.
Alpaca 458, cleared Stockholm Arlanda, LTOC 7
Sounds like
Mike,
he's fixed
runway
it
01 left, descent flight level 250. Cleared LTOC 7 Mike, 01 right, descent, apologies, say again. Flight level 250. Descent 250, Alpaca 458, thank you. Alpaca 1, take up Delta, request descent. Alpaca 1, Echo.
So you go on top of climb, top and descent are on top of each other now. So what I'm going to do
is
just update this to 210. So this will burn a little bit of extra fuel, but not huge amounts. Just because it's going to start causing problems, I think. We might be able to go a little bit higher. We can always update that. So 210 is set for now. Fix rings.
Station calling, say again.
Alpaca 70, go for gust descent.
Yeah, 70 Golf is speaking very quietly, so it might be quite difficult for the controller to hear.
Alpaca 75 Golf, cleared Stockholm Arlanda, LTOC 7 Mike, arrival, runway 01 left. Turn left, heading... Oh, I have a problem. Left heading 060, please.
Left heading 060, Alpaca 7, Sierra Golf.
Got aircraft, obviously. I might be able to see some of our colleagues.
Control Alpaca 343, request descent.
Going in the other direction. I can't see them, but I can see them on the ND.
Alpaca 75 Bravo,
the aircraft going
Stockholm,
into Oslo.
6.650.
So update this to 210, just in case we don't get any further climb. Otherwise, we're going to get off scheduled descent.
Alpaca 38, echo, request descent.
10935 for the ILS. Active. Course is a 004. I think this guy could be a little bit burnt out here.
Alpaca 30, Mike, is request descent.
Sat in all this cloud as well.
Alpaca 30 Mike, descend flight level 120. Descend 120, Alpaca 30 Mike.
50, 40, 30, 20.
I don't even know who this is.
Alpaca 343, unit command.
Hey, Stick with the dog.
Woof 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 woof. Happy Month and Merry Christmas to you all.
Alpaca 38 Echo, unit command.
Thanks, Stick with the dog, whoever you are. Thank you very much for your generosity and the wolf messages. That was absolutely brilliant. Jenny don't have any clue who that is.
Contact
Thanks,
Sweden
Digby.
129.175. Bye bye.
Thanks, buddy. We still need to check in here. And it's not nice being at not being nice being here at this height. Because we're just sat in all this IMC cloud icing. You get ice just building up. That actually
Going to Sweden,
Right,
129.175
it's impossible to say
Scandinavian
on explain
12546.
Alpaca 75 Alpha Lima, descend flight level 250 and contact Sweden 129.175.
And walking on 175, descent, please up, check on that. Alpaca 295, request descent.
See a lot of people making requests.
Alpaca
but
295,
some time for
descend flight
responses.
level 120.
At least we've got 18, that's important.
120, do we have any flight clearance for
Alpaca 295, contact approach 124, standby.
Dear. So,
Runner 491, contact
just
Sweden
doing a bit of a favour here,
129.175.
obviously in reality I'd be really pushing to check in now. You know,
Alpaca 700, only request descent.
he's quite busy, old white guy here. Hi Samuel Butler, hi
Alpaca
Captain.
7, hope
Sorry I
to
haven't
be,
been able to make it tonight. Hope you're enjoying the
flight
festive season. Thank you very
120.
much, Samuel. Very busy, but enjoying it nonetheless.
Alpaca 7,
Okay, they gave me a very different routing. Yeah,
Control Alpaca 458.
from Oslo to Stockholm, we were given a very specific routing to fly, but on the way they said no, that's fine. It was just on the way from Oslo to Stockholm.
Alpaca 105, contact approach 120.450. Bye bye. Approach 120.450, Alpaca 105.
So that's Norway's, Oslo's approach. So that's traffic way behind me, checking in as well at
Alpaca 295, contact approach 120.450. Bye bye. 120.450. Thank you, bye bye. Control Alpaca 458, Sweden, identified climb flight level 320.
what's that from? I think it was blocks.
Alpaca 2 Lima Tango, climb flight level 320.
That's two Lima Tangos, 2 tons I think.
Alpaca 458, contact Sweden 129.175. 129.175, Alpaca 458.
Control Alpaca 2, Tango Lima, maintaining flight level 210, requesting 270.
So yeah, I'm going to have to cruise a little bit low as
Alpaca
well.
7 Sierra Golf, sort of lost you, descend flight level 110.
Descend flight level 110, Alpaca 7 Sierra Golf.
Alpaca 75 Golf, contact
dear.
7 Sierra Golf, contact approach 126650.
Hi ADS Legends, what happens when you don't set course heading when attempting an ILS? I saw you answer that on Discord earlier. Sweden, hello, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, flight level 210, inbound to Lepgo.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, Sweden, hello, identified climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, thank you. It's a little bit higher, so we'll take that.
Alpaca 295, contact approach 120.450.
250 VNAV, and we'll just update it here. Out of events. Still got the engine anti-ice on.
Alpaca 295, contact
And it says
approach
what happens when you don't set the course heading when attempting an ILS. So I've lived it in real life because we always set the course for the ILS, both for PF and
turn left
PM.
heading 250.
And it's not an FCOM 2, but I know from speaking to an engineer and looking at stuff online that when you set
Alpaca 30 Mike, contact approach 120.450.
when you set the course for an ILS, the automation will look at the course and look at your intercept heading, and it will calculate a nice smooth turn on there. So if you don't have the correct course set, it can screw up the turn on to final, even though the localizer is on a fixed sort of beam radial. So make sure you have your course set for your ILS.
Delta.
What happens when
turn
you
right
don't
heading
know? You don't do it. You always set the course in MCP.
120. Right heading 320, descend flight level 120, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta.
Alright, 250 is fine for us.
Sweden Control, hello, Alpaca 782, maintaining flight level 210, inbound to Lepgo.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, contact approach
Oh, poor.
120.
Who's that trying to check in? I feel so
450.
sorry for him. He's tried to check in about 10 times now. Anyway, so cool to see. See, I can't see them. Why are they not coming up here? But basically, you can see the two lines of traffic. This guy's going to Sweden, the other guy's going in the opposite direction.
Hello, Alpaca 3 Foxtrot, Romeo, Sweden, identified climb flight level 330.
Live time, live weather.
Flight level 330,
You can't see anything.
Good evening, Scandinavian train bound
I think we're going to stay in IMC. Ooh, is that? No, we're in IMC.
Hello, Scandinavian 493, Sweden, identified. climb flight level 3.
Yeah, you don't want the wing anti-ice on, I forgot about it to be fair. You don't want it on constantly, otherwise what that does, it melts the ice on the leading edge. It then melts and moves back and then refreezes on top of the wing, so you should use wing anti-ice as a sort of off on, off on.
Alpaca 782 at flight level 210 inbound to Lexington.
Poor Alpaca 782.
King Alpaca 125 requested.
I feel really sorry for Alpaca 782.
Alpaca 125,
Who is
go
that?
for Charlie, please.
Oh yeah, I'll put the link in that thing.
Confirm I'm receiving more Charlie now.
Alpaca 125 identified. Contact Sweden 129.175. Bye bye.
129 175. Alpaca 125.
Control Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, flight level 210, inbound Lake Bow.
Hello, Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, Sweden identified, climb flight 250.
Right, I've updated to actually put the link in the event now.
Alpaca 2
Something.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, contact Sweden 129.175.
Blocked.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, contact Sweden 129.175. Bye bye.
129.175 Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Good luck, sir.
Thank you. 546.
Sweden Alpaca 125, flight level 30, request descent.
Alpaca 125, Sweden, hello, identified, descent, flight level 150.
There we are.
Flight level 150, Alpaca.
Alpaca 458, turn left.
Was that you, Domino Mosi, there? He sent me contact message out. I already called him 3 times. I think you called more than that.
Sweden, hello, Scandinavian 43 Echo 108, Patrick 140, Stardom.
Anyway, we'll be fine at 250, descends to 20 bars. We need to finish setting up everything as well.
Level 20, Scandinavian 43 Echo.
Sweden, very good evening. Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Maintaining flight level 250, inbound LTOC.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, Sweden, hello, identified, descent, flight level 160, speed 260 now.
Descend flight level 160, conversion speed 260 knots, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. So 160 checked, 260 for cruise, start slowing down now. And descent target speed 260 knots. And we can now push out to Devent, the aircraft will start descending at 1,000 feet per minute. At 260 knots.
Going to Stockholm approach, 126.650 Scandinavian.
Domino Messina, I think I'm going to disconnect, call sent 7 times now. Domino Messina, if you just wait around where I am, 50 miles to LTOC and switch to my frequency, 129.175.
250 knots, Alpaca 458.
I think that'll work. I think our poor guy there was absolutely...
Alpaca 125, LTOC 7 Mike arrival, landing runway 01 right.
Landing 01 right on the LTOC 7 Mike, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike.
That was meant to Alpaca 125, but as well, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, it's LTOC 7 Mike arrival, runway 01 right.
Sorry about that. We're also LTOC 7 Mike, 01 right, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. That's the second time in 2 streams I've taken someone else's
Alpaca 458, reduce speed
call sign. So anyway, we better finish briefing this.
Speed 240
This is
knots,
so
Alpaca
busy.
458.
LTOC 7 Mike, ILS 01
Alpaca
right.
20, Sweden identified, climb flight level 280. Alpaca 458, it's gonna be this heading for around 1 minute and then expect left turn to LTOC to join LTOC 7 Mike arrival.
Airport, parking stands.
Alpaca 458.
So let's just check this arrival
Alpaca
then.
458, yes sir. Alpaca
LTOC
458,
110 below, that
expected
checks the
heading for
LTOC
next
7
1
Mike, and
minute,
there's
then expect
Sierra
left
Alpha
turn to LTOC.
820 checks.
Expect
There's
this heading 1 minute and then
Sierra Alpha 8,
Alpaca 458.
Sierra Alpha 8548
Alpaca
below.
125, what is the best forward
Then
speed you can
the
give me?
Lena NDB 330. That checks, all good there. Initial approach fix 01 left and 01
Best forward
right.
speed is
And then
250.
typical European arrival guys, if it just terminates, use
Alpaca
vectors.
125, thank you, so
Pretty much all
250
major airports
knots.
use vectors. Onto the ILS 10935, we've already done once, twice.
Alpaca 458, turn left to LTOC.
Arlanda 1600.
Turn left to LTOC, Alpaca 458, thank you. Alpaca 125, turn
1600.
disregard.
338
Descent flight level 110.
Change descent level 110, Alpaca 1.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, reduce speed 250 knots.
250 knots, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. The 250 execute, just keep a close eye on the profile on VNAV. So that's putting me a little bit high, as I'd expect, because a slower speed has a shallower idle path angle, so just using speed brake to both A, capture the profile and bring the speed back to 250. Once I'm on profile doing 250, stow the speed brake again.
Scandinavian Force Vehicle for that Sweden 131.
Emergency courses, just the minimum,
It's a little busy, so yeah, you have to convince me. Hey, no.
Someone has subscribed. It's not even here. So vectors onto the ILS, platform altitude is 4,000 feet.
Alpaca 125, turn left heading 130.
Set 4,000 feet above in the centre fix, just to provide a bit more of a CDA for VNAV.
Sorry, my fault, Alpaca 125, turn right heading 130 towards the
I
other
could just confirm the arrivals there
So
already.
left turn 360 of almost 135.
Negative, Alpaca 125.
And
right
then
heading
Lima November Alpha,
130.
all I've done is route direct
Right
to
heading
the centre fix, but we're going to get vectors after that. So that's all
Alpaca 2
good.
Tango Lima, you with me?
MSA, no terrain issues, 2,200 to the southeast, so any
Alpaca
problems?
458, contact Stockholm
to
approach
3,000.
with your speed 126.
Never seen such a low stop altitude on a missed approach.
12650, Alpaca 458.
Climb straight ahead 600 feet, 1.5 off TSA, which is the DME of
Alpaca
the
2
ILS.
Tango Lima, speed up.
It's just then a right turn, track 03.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, speed on hello,
Climb to
identify
1,500
flight
feet.
level
It's such a
130.
low stop altitude, so missed approach altitude 1,500, and there it is at 1,500 on a heading. Crazy low.
Alpaca 125, direct Alpha.
Don't know why. Landing on 01 right is the shorter of the two runways.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, descent, flight level 130.
Flight level 130, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. 130 checked.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, it's
250
Alpha 7 Mike arrival, landing runway 01
short number 2,
right.
we'll take the first high speed, Whiskey 5, flat 30 on a brake 3 will work out nicely. We won't even need brake cooling issues, we're quite light today. And Whiskey 5,
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima.
not sure which way we're going to be going via uniform.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima.
Many
Alpha
parking stands, we'll just have to see what they do,
7
but Whiskey
Mike
5 is the
arrival,
most
landing
convenient.
runway 01 right.
Hotel 7 Mike arrival.
And we're going to burn 700 kilos, 59.
Verm, Alpaca 2
7.
Tango Lima, descent, flight level 130.
Flat 30 on a brake,
50.
3, is that correct?
Reduce to 250 down to 120.
That's
Alpaca
fine, 6.5, flat 30 on a brake 3.
Alpaca 125, contact Stockholm approach with your speed 126.650. Bye-bye.
We do the descent checklist.
My speed, Alpaca 125, thank you.
I'm Matt
Alpaca 2
Adams.
Tango Lima, descent, flight
This is
level
stepping on you again,
110.
becoming a tradition. You keep choosing call signs similar to mine, I'm Abs, or I'm choosing call signs similar to yours.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, descent, flight level 110.
Descent flight level 110, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. 110 checked.
Alpaca 20, contact speed and
Cycle
control
the belts for 15 minutes landing.
125.
Still had, we had the engine anti-ice on for the entire flight. It's sometimes the case, I've had it on a short sight distance.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, hold at LDOC as published.
Into the hold at LTOC as published, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Ooh, probably the first hold, guys.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, hold LDOC as published.
So hold
descent, flight level
LTOC.
150
It's
only.
105 left, 105 left, 1.5 minutes, 1.5 minutes, execute. And VNAV's brought my speed back to the correct holding speed. Very
Alpaca 1
cool.
X-ray Mike, the speed in holding is yours.
Free speed in the hold, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. So we're going to bring the speed back to the optimum hold speed, 206 knots. To this.
Hello, Alpaca 782 at flight level
Just the
250
upspeed.
down to Alpaca.
And we can hold for 2 hours,
Alpaca
46 minutes. A
782,
bit ambitious, I
speed
think. We'll just
and
double check that when we enter the hold. We've got 4
7
tons.
Mike arrival,
So profile-
landing, runway 01 right.
Profile entering the hold gets thrown
away.
away. Just go as slow as you can. And at least 80 typically expect you to descend at 1,000 feet per minute, so we'll just leave it at level change, it'll be fine.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, you met reduce holding speed.
Reduce to holding speed 2 Tango Lima.
So, that's 2 tons entering the hold with me. One of the limitations for the 737 in holding in icing conditions, you must not extend flaps. It's prohibited. So you can go to the upspeed. You must not hold with flaps extended in freezing conditions, or even icing conditions.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, 2 Tango Lima, descent 150.
Descending 150, Alpaca 2 Tango Lima.
Right, so entering the hold. Oh my, could be a longer group flight than planned. So if you guys, when I don't want, a lot of you I think are worried about the slot times and things like that. It's great if you can keep to them, but if you're having to enter holds and stuff, and you miss your slot time, don't worry about it. Just whenever you're ready, request push and start. The idea with slot times is really so people don't leave too early. People can then otherwise push it all whenever they want. If you miss your slot time, just like real life, you know, you miss it for reasons like this, entering holds or delays. As soon as you're ready to go, you make sure your flight plan's still up to date, and you request push and start as soon as you can. Hey Shuey, damn, my joystick disconnected on rotation. That's not ideal.
Sweden Control, hello, Alpaca 14 Charlie.
There we are, anyway, we're entering the holds.
Alpaca 14 Charlie, Sweden, hello,
And the weather is still cav okay in Stockholm, and I think my sim has finally caught up with the fact it's cav okay, so...
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, descent,
Shall I come off now?
130.
Descend to flight level 130 to Tango Lima.
And there we are entering the hold at Eltok.
Sir, Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo with you, flight level 305, descending 250.
So, reassessing the fuel situation.
Romeo, Sweden, hello, Alpaca 7 Mike arrival, landing runway 0
Our alternate Stockholm Scouser, to divert we needed, I think it was 1.9 tons, we'll call it 2. We have 4.
Can you confirm the
So
arrival
this is completely
for
incorrect, the whole available time. It should be
Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo,
about
Alpaca
2
7
tons,
Mike
yeah,
arrival,
it's about 45
landing
minutes,
runway
guys.
0 1 right.
The Alto 7 Mike arrival landing 01 right for Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo.
Alpaca 782, descent, flight level 150.
We have the lighting in night mode, didn't we? Ground services, cabin lighting, night sleep.
Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo, descent, flight level 1900.
Oh, well, we were. Yes, Ledgers, what's the biggest mistake you've made as a pilot? Ooh, what could I willingly admit to here, which would be too embarrassing? Thankfully, genuinely, nothing serious. I've not tried to take off with the flaps up, or have never had a stab trim warning, or anything, a takeoff warning, or anything like that.
782, hold at Altok.
Biggest mistake I probably made, most embarrassing one, is doing the PA on the boarding PA on the radio, so everyone at the airport on that frequency could hear it, so instead of the passengers. You get some very sarcastic comments from the controllers and other people on the frequency. Hello, Mr. Teal. I've been in the hold so long that Tim Waters is on her indoors. #7. Huh? Well, I've only been in the hold for about a minute. Anyway, there's 110. Let's have a little bit of a look around here and see what the deal is. So that's 2 tons directly above me entering the hold. Yeah, there's a few aircraft inbound, I suppose, on the ground.
2 Tango Lima, descent, flight level 120.
Descend to 120
Well, it looks like
Tango Lima.
absolute carnage on the ground. Got Alpaca's there, but there's quite a lot of other traffic as well, like you see. Dehon, SAS.
131.
To be fair, it's not too bad. 117's just got airborne.
Radar, very good evening. Can you want to know? Top 7,000 feet. The flight level 70.
Oh yeah, Owen Finnegan, yeah, Alpaca call sign that time in the sim, yeah, forgot to mention that. That has been completed.
Good evening, Alpaca 41 Yankee Alpha, flight level 120, climb 140, RS5 channel.
That's Will, I recognise that voice.
Alpaca 41 Yankee Alpha, Sweden identified climb, flight level 280.
Is that his, or in fact his wife cooking dinner in the background, cutting carrots or something? I know about sim, you hear all this like normal live stuff going on in the background sometimes. Like kids crying, mobile phones going off. Sounds like his wife's cutting onions. Cool carrots.
7 Bravo Mike at Celtic, 7 Mike arrival.
Alpha 7 Mike arrival.
Alpaca 792 descent, flight level 1.
Hopefully not too long in the hold. We've on our minute and a half leg now. Let's turn back inbound.
Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo, descent, flight level 170.
Descent flight level 170, Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo.
Oh, right, there's 2 tons, look. Oh, it's a shame it's night time, guys. I'm in a formation hold with 2 tons. Oh, too loud. Just see him. Oh, it's very disorientated. There it is, there it is. 2 tons. In the hold with me. Alpaca 41 Yankee Alpha. I think he might be on the departure though. So that's once around the hold. Alpaca 782 probably join us in the hold as well. The Zebra Mod is one of the best holding aircraft. When I say that, compared to even the best payware products, it holds correctly. It looks at the distance, looks at the time, it draws it correctly on the ND, works out direct parallel offset entry, all perfectly. It's really, really good. The only thing that was off was which fixed itself. Now there you go. It was broken forward. Now it's correct. Hold available 48 minutes.
Alpaca 1 X-ray mic, cancel. LTOC halt, continue LTOC 7 mic arrival.
After LTOC, we'll leave the hold and continue on the LTOC 7 mic, out back on 1 X-ray mic. So for that, we can just simply press exit hold, execute, and then after LTOC, it'll proceed on the arrival. Yeah, so the Zebra Mod is ferociously good. it's the best. Well, it's amazing.
Alpaca 41 Yankee Alpha, contact Sweden 131125.
Go back to VNAV, then can actually accelerate to 230. What's the...
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mac, contact to Sweden, sorry, speed 250 knots and contact Sweden 126, sorry, contact Stockholm Arlanda, speed 126,650.
250 knots, 126,650, Alpaca 1 X-ray mic, bye.
2614, you can expect approach in around 2 minutes. Alpaca 458, fly in 140.
Oh, looks like 2 tons is going once more around the hold.
Alpaca 458, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1025.
Descend 4,000, QNH 1025, Alpaca 458.
Scandinavia 155.
So after LTOC, it should go direct to Sierra Alpha Bravo 20.
Sweden on 118 as before. Enter good evening, Scandinavian 155.
Scandinavian 2546, contact tower 118.5. 118.5 for Scandinavian 2546.
So
Alpaca 7 Sierra Golf, contact tower 118.5.
Tower 118.5, contact 7 Sierra Golf.
Alpaca 8 Tango Oscar, maintain 160 knots.
So there is that restriction I need to start descending for, but I have to wait for clearance.
180 till 4, Alpaca 8 Tango Oscar.
Approach Sherry Day, Alpaca 1 X-ray mic, maintaining flight level 110 inbound as Sierra Alpha Bravo 20 on the LTOC 7 mic, speed 250 knots.
Alpaca 1 X-ray mic, fly direct Lima November Alpha, descend flight level 80.
Direct to Lima November Alpha, descend flight level 80, Alpaca 1 X-ray mic. Lima November Alpha is active, 80, and we can push out to defence.
Alpaca 67, Stockholm Arlanda, flight level 140. Flight level 140. Alpaca 125, turn left heading 040, clear out, let's approach runway 01 right.
Just make sure we're doing 250 knots.
Next 040 is heading clear, and then let's approach 0.
No light 2614, turn right heading 180, and you will short.
That's a little bug I found there, so 230 knots at CI01 right.
Right 180, no light.
That's strange.
Alpaca 458, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, Alpaca 458.
Yeah, 250 below 100, but still, not sure why it's commanding 230.
Alpaca 1 X-ray, mic fly heading 160.
Heading 160 degrees, Alpaca 1 X-ray mic.
Then all light 2614, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1025.
it should be
4008, Canadian
250 in V now, but we're on a heading now, so we're just going to stay in VS.
Alpaca 458, turn left heading
We're doing
100.
the post-cruise check, so 10180.
00, Alpaca 458.
Lights,
Hold 261.
logo, APUs on pressurization, 3.9 set, it's on recall.
Alpaca 1XM, Mike, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1025.
Set 4,000 feet, QNH 1025, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. 4,000 feet set, QNH 1025.
Alpaca 8, Tango Oscar, established.
10,000 watt and 4,000 feet
Alpaca 8,
as
Tango Oscar, contact
down
tower
bars on descents.
118.5, bye. Over the tower, 118.5, thank you.
There is Arlanda. It's beautiful here this evening. Well, very cold. I think it's like
Alpaca
minus
125, speed
-7, but it's clear. So it's likely you probably need de-icing, maybe with the amount of fuel you're landing with. With 4 tons you could be okay, because you can get a lot of non-environmental icing, what's called cold-soaked fuel frost. You can't dispatch with that if it's below a certain temperature.
Alpaca 125, confirm you're established.
So you'd actually, in these temperatures, you'd have to have all snow on there.
Guaranteeing Alpaca 125. 125, roger, turn right heading 040 to establish 01 right. Turning back 040, sorry about that. No light 2614, turn right heading
Oops, who's got Alpaca 01 call sign? That's definitely an Alpaca 01 established on the wrong ILS.
Delta Oscar Mike at 5,000 feet. Delta Echo, Delta Oscar Mike. Stockholm Arlanda, climb flight level 180.
Only a small delay.
Flight level 180.
And to be fair, the flight time on the flight plan was 50 minutes because of the other arrival I had planned, so actually I had to wait. So for all those replay fans, I'm actually not going to do a replay of the landing here in Stockholm Arlanda because I'm having some issues with replays, and Sam is causing my sim to crash, and also some audio issues with the Zebo mod as well after replays. So I'll do a replay when we get back to Oslo, but I won't do one here in Arlanda. So
Roger, you're back to me
we'll
to
just
the local
appreciate the landing I give you.
Delta Echo, Delta Oscar Mike, contact Sweden 118.4. 118.4, thank you very much, Delta Oscar Mike.
Wrong way is still better than wrong airport, right, Captain Monster? Captain Monster, what's this?
100, speed 250. Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, Stockholm identified, fly heading 110. Fly heading 110, 2 Tango Lima. Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, speed 210 knots.
Speed 210 knots, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. So 210 knots.
Alpaca 125, contact tower 118.5. Tower 18.5, thank you very much. Alpaca 458, speed 160 knots. 160 knots, Alpaca 458.
And don't forget, guys, I'll post a link now. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to enter the giveaway. Open to everyone, even if you've already taken part in the MOGF. We're going to do 2 giveaways today. We're going to do the first giveaway after we've landed here in Arlanda. Oh, actually, you know what? I might wait to the end because a lot of people take part in the group flight. We're going to do both the giveaways at the end once we got back into Oslo. One after the other, so you can show you how it's all unrigged, completely fair. I've gone to a lot of effort to make sure that's the case. Still rigged though. But don't forget, I'll post the form now in chat.
2,500 feet, no like 2614.
Oh yeah, obviously I have to go to YouTube all the way, so it's obviously not a public stream. I have to go to my content manager. So I'll post it here. If you've already done this, don't do it again because it'll automatically delete. Left hand is 090 degrees. Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. It'll automatically, deregister you. So if you haven't done so already, here's the link for the form to enter the giveaway. Every member can enter this one as well. If you've done it already, don't do it a second time. I stress that, only do it once. But if you haven't done so already, use that form, and then I'll do the second giveaway after we've done the first one. The first giveaway is the usual one for everyone that's taken part in the MOG-F, is being entered into the giveaway. Doesn't matter if you've done 1 or 2 sectors, you've all been entered, and only 1 entry. So if you've done 2, I've deleted the second entry, if that makes sense with regards to both your sectors. So yeah, don't forget, if you're a regular member, just use that one to enter as well. Also, if you take a part in the MOG-F, you can still enter using that as well.
Norlight 2614, maintain 160 knots of great traffic 40 meters.
Hashtag still great.
160 knots of great traffic 40 meters.
Anyway, I need to concentrate. Jet Centifix, execute, let's see where VNAV's still below profile.
Approach, the 205, hello.
Do a little bit of a approach checklist here, so we check the frequencies are correct, 10935. Checking the FMC if you wish as well. The fixturing's in, runway 01 right. Idents Tango Sierra Alpha, so we can check on the PFD. Tango Sierra Alpha. Just waiting for the ident on Jim's side. Standby instruments are set. Courses as well. Approach checks complete. Dave, looks like we're arriving at the same time. I'm south of Stockholm. Very cool.
Hello, Stockholm Arlanda, climb flight level 180. Flight level 180, speed level 15. Alpaca 1 X-ray, my contact, arrival 120.5, call sign only.
120.5, call sign only, Alpaca 1 X-ray, Mike A1.
Alpaca 210.
Stockholm approach, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Hello. Stockholm approach, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. That's not promising. I'm also approaching my intercept point as well. Stockholm approach, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, how do you read? There's no receiving on that frequency whatsoever. I'm going to have to tell him. No.
Approach Alpaca 458, full established.
Tower 118.5.
Broken.
Norlight 2614, contact tower 118.5.
118.5, clear, Norlight 2614.
Alpaca 458, contact tower 118.5.
See, I don't understand. He's actually handing us back over to tower straight away.
Alpaca 782, fly heading 150, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1025.
Fly heading 150, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1025, Alpaca 78.
Oh, it's there again.
No.
Approach Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, how do you read?
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, radio 510, left heading 060.
Left heading 060 degrees, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. There we are. Don't know what he had then, might have had a radio.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, radio speed 180 knots.
180 knots, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Speed check, it's flaps 1. I don't know, it was the same frequency, so I don't know if you had a radio issue, but anyway, we're below the glide, 500 feet per minute.
Thousand to go.
Alpaca 70 Golf.
Green lights, flap 2.
Alpaca 70 Golf, arrival
flap 2, really useful just to get to 180 knots. 80 optional.
Right, 105, Alpaca 70 Golf.
There's the approach. We've got 1, 2, we're slotting in here.
Alpaca 782 arrival identified, turn left heading 095.
The intercept heading's going to go straight for the look here.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, turn left heading 030, cleared ILS approach 01 right.
Left heading 030 degrees on a heading cleared ILS, approach 01 right, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. There we are, intercept heading.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, turn left heading 110.
Direct Centifix one more time. That guys are alive. Wait for 1 dot before arming approach. Localizer capture, runway heading 004. So in reality the aircraft will probably intercept on this sort of intercept heading a little bit later. And it turns quite late there. But it does turn perfectly onto the localizer, so it's only a small thing. There's 1 dot, so we can arm approach. Anticipation for glide slope capture, but keeping 180 knots bugged. There's a slight balloon actually from flat 5, which is completely normal. Glide slope capture, missed approach altitude 1,500 feet. Crazy. 1,500 feet set. Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike fully established.
Roger. I call it back to reduce the speed.
Roger, maintain 180 for now.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, 2 Tango Lima.
So he wants us to keep 180 for a little bit here. Spacing's okay. He's about 7.5 miles ahead.
Alpaca 70 Golf, reduce speed 200.
Speed 200, 70 Golf.
It's been mega so far. I love these group flights, guys. So much fun. ADS Legends, so you arm Vorlock before activating. Approach, didn't know that. Lol, this is awesome. ADS Legends, not every time. If you're already on the glide slope, you can arm approach. You can arm approach straight away, but if you're not within 1 dot, you arm Vorlock only to localise. You can only arm glide slope.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, speed 160 knots, maintain until 40 ME.
160 till 40 ME, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. So you can only arm approach within 1 dot of the glide slope, otherwise you risk capturing something called the false glide slope. The glide slope propagates out around whatever the angle is, 3 degrees, but there's also one at 9, something ridiculously high, and you can end up actually capturing the wrong glide slope. It's quite dangerous. So Vorlock, approach straight away if you're already on glide, but Vorlock then approach.
Stockholm approach 126650.
So 160 till 4, we're doing 164. You confirm ADCF discusses how many times during streams. You know, can you maintain that speed? Yeah, that's fine. Otherwise you have to go get out 515. Then a lot more fuel, a lot more drag, a lot more noise.
Alpaca 782, turn right, heading 180.
Right, heading 180, Alpaca 782.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, turn left, heading 040, clear ILS approach 019.
Left 040, clear for the
There's
ILS.
2 tons, but
left, Alpaca 2 Tango.
right before me.
Alpaca 70 Golf, turn right, heading 300, reduce speed 180 knots.
See plenty of alpacas and traffic down there.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, contact tower 118.5.
Tower 118.5, Alpaca 1 X-ray, bye. Arlanda Tower, very good evening, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, established ILS 01 right at 160 till 40 ME.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, Arlanda Tower, good evening, continue approach, runway 01 right, number 2.
Continue approach, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Configure 4
On
miles.
788, contact Stockholm approach, 126.65, good evening.
130, roger, 12665, Stockton approach, good deal.
Good.
That's so cool. I wouldn't be able to tell you what motorway that is. Looks very, very cool.
458, contact ground.
Japan Airways flight. Is that ANA Japan Airways? Or is it one of the Japanese airlines?
1217, Alpaca
Taking
458.
Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike, wind 360 degrees, 4 knots, runway 01 right, clear to land.
01 right, clear to land, Alpaca 1 X-ray Mike. Excellent, it's clear to land. And there's 4 miles coming up. Get out, flight 15. Match speed, landing checklist. Start switches continuous, recall check, speed brake, arm green lights. Landing gear. Down to green, order brake 3, morning flaps. 30. Match speed. Flaps we've got 30. 30 green light, landing lights are on. Landing speed. Cruising could land. No wind, clear skies. Perfect conditions.
Alpaca 255, Charlie, Arlanda Tower, good evening.
1,000.
Checked.
Scan the name 780,
Nippon Airways, folks.
360 degrees,
Right.
4 knots, runway 01 left, clear for takeoff.
Disconnect autopilot, disconnect
Copy
autopilot.
this, clear for takeoff.
It's a good job we chose an airport with 2 runways, that's for sure, because it would have taken off going to the other end of the airport.
Runway 01 left.
Guys, got a yoke cam with Boeing TCA yoke coming very soon. So many people have requested it. Got the camera, I've got the lighting now all sorted. Just need to get it set up.
400.
Because I know you guys like to see me make my little inputs, which are very little at the moment, because we've got perfect conditions. Fully stabilised anyway at the gate. We'll continue.
100.
Checked.
200.
Tower, good evening. Alpaca 2, Tango Lima, establish
Continue.
LS 01 right.
Alpaca 2, Tango Lima, Orlando Tower, good evening. Continuing approach. Runway 01
100.
right.
Checked.
Continue approach, runway 01 right, 2 Tango
40.
Lima.
30.
Can I stand on 8 Bravo, contact
Yeah.
Stockholm approach,
Yeah.
126.6, have a good evening.
Dear, not a butter. Dear, oh dear. Speed brakes up, on reverse. My. Twice as firm as we usually have it. That was a perfect landing, really. 100 knots, manual braking. 80 knots. Oh, look at you lot. 60 knots. Welcome everyone to Stockholm Arlanda.
Alpaca 1, X-ray Mike, welcome to Arlanda, contact ground 121.7, Merry Christmas.
Ground 121.7, Alpaca 1 X-ray, mate. Same to you, bye.
Alpaca 2, Tango Lima, wind 360 degrees, 4 knots, runway 01.
Yeah.
Holding short of Zulu. Let's hold short of taxiway Zulu. So remain in the apron but hold short of Zulu.
Okay, so I can continue the taxi, correct?
Hey, firm, you can start the taxiing in the apron and stop
What a
before
complicated little
taxiway Zulu.
taxiway this bit is here.
Okay, roger.
Ground, hello, Alpaca 1 X-ray, Mike. Just located 01 right at Whiskey 5.
Alpaca 1 extra Mike, all on the ground, taxiway Whiskey Zulu, hold short of Zulu, Quebec. Your stand is 16.
Whiskey Zulu, hold short Zulu, Quebec. Expecting stand 16, Alpaca 1 X-ray, Mike. So, Whiskey Zulu going all the way long way round.
Alpaca 2-1 Lima, request taxi. Alpaca 2-1 Lima, taxi to holding point from
That's
01 left.
Flicks.
Taxi outgoing 01 left, Alpaca
And
2-1
where
Lima.
is Zulu 6? That's the next mark.
All on the ground, Scandinavia 62, type Airbus.
Zulu, Quebec, sorry. There we are. So we're going to go all the way around until we get to here. Zulu, Quebec. Understood. Right, we're going to do the clean out all properly. The clean up all properly because we're going to be doing the return sector. So 4 units true. We're not in freezing conditions. It is -9 because there's no precipitation or anything like that. It's fine. I don't have to be snow on the ground here. In reality.
RS5 Charlie departure, squawk 5301. Scandinavia 62.
Scandinavian 62, read that
Off.
correct.
Brakes off. Flight directors off.
And Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, stand 10, request pushing start.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, pushback and startup approved.
Push start approved, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Alpine 755, are you familiar with the standard taxi routing?
No, I'm not.
I have the chart here. I think
So yeah, even though it's -9 here, whatever the temperature is, even though it's -9, because there's no other things like visible moisture, clouds, fog, visibility less than 1600 meters, rain, snow, sleet on the ground or in the air, you can do the normal taxi inflow.
Okay, give way to the 737 and taxi to...
Commander Jenhoven can barely just walk off the aircraft, that spine breaker. Unbelievable. Was that bad?
Question is basically following the aircraft is going to 201 left.
Question?
No, he's an inbound aircraft, so he will turn off and taxi to a stand. But you just need to give way to him
Next
and then
left
start your
at
taxi. You don't
Zulu.
need to follow him all the way.
Okay,
So
roger.
this is the TDG series, it's one of his later ones actually. So I think it was last updated in 2019, but it has all the correct taxiway markings.
Exiting 01 right on Whiskey, expected at the cargo ramp.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, all on the ground, roger. Taxi to stand Romeo 9er via uniform.
Taxi stand Romeo
2 tons, I don't know what aircraft he took, but he's in a cargo aircraft.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, if the turn on to Whiskey southbound there is too tight for you, you can taxi via Mike and then uniform.
This guy knows his airport. You can tell straight away the confidence this ground controller is speaking. He knows exactly.
Ground Alpaca 458, just confirm you're on stand 16.
That was my stand.
Alpaca 458 Dayfam.
Ah,
Roger, stand 16, Alpaca 458.
that was my stand. I thought I was told stand 16.
Alright, 2614, park at stand 14.
He took my stand. Anyway, Zulu Quebec. Is there any need to hold? So apron, Foxtrot, apron F, Foxtrot Alpha. So while yet. Whoa, wait, I'm so upset now. 2 tons in the A300. Very
Alpaca 2 only ready for departure. First, Scandinavian 6-2, pushback and startup approved. Pushback and startup approved. Scandinavian.
Yeah, Zulu Quebec, so we'll hold short.
Alpaca 2 on Lima, contact tower on 118, bye-bye. 185, bye, Alpaca 2 on Lima. Alpaca 1 extra Mike, continue taxi, new stand is 15.
Stand 15, Alpaca 1 X-ray, Mike, thanks. He obviously knew straight away. Stand 15.
And also
So
set by 5, I reduce frequency.
Pass Zulu Quebec then, stand 15
15755, no,
is
I
right
didn't. You
in
make,
here.
continue with your taxi.
Where is...
Okay, should I continue straight to Zulu 201 left?
Just find out where stand 15
Affirmative,
is
be a
first.
Zulu
Okay,
until the
all
end
the
of
way,
Zulu,
keep going
and then
Zulu,
it'll be
and
a
then 15's
uniform
right here, maybe.
Yankee.
Oh, so all the way to Zulu and then to uniform Yankee and then
It's quite
Zulu
a logical
1 left.
taxiway system. It's quite cool. So cool, guys, to see so many of you here, and so many of you doing 2 sectors there is really good.
Did you receive my flight plan now?
Alpaca 8 Tango Oscar, I still see your inbound flight plan. Let me just see if I can recycle it in the system.
Yeah, I think one of the things
Standing by, Alpaca 8 Tango Oscar.
in hindsight with the call sign thing, guys, if you want to change your call sign for the return sector, no problem at all. I just copy and pasted it all, and I think it can cause problems, I think, with VATSIM, because it still sees your old flight plan. So if you want to change it for the second sector, maybe a good idea. I'm going to just go 2 X-ray Mike, because I think some people said it shouldn't be a problem.
Alpaca 7 Sierra Golf, fall on the ground, taxi via uniform, hold short of Zulu.
So we're looking for Bravo Charlie. Get the engine started now.
Alpaca 8 Tango Oscar, negative. I still see your inbound flight plan, I'm afraid. Maybe try a different call sign.
Yeah.
Standing by, I will see what I can do.
Yeah, so if you're still waiting to do the return sector, maybe a good idea to use a second call sign for the second flight. So Bravo Charlie, Bravo Charlie. Around the corner. Should be. Really hard to tell. Zulu Hotel.
Canada 6-2 Yankee, clear to Kiruna.
Next left there. Getting lost here.
Squawk 0221.
Robson, at -9, what would the maximum taxi speed? So the temperature doesn't dictate the maximum taxi speed, Robson. It's based on contamination. If the taxiway is contaminated with snow, slush, ice, the maximum speed is 5 knots. So Zulu Hotel, yes.
Taxi to holding point, runway 01 left. Taxi holding point.
Zulu Hotel, stand 15.
Great, good evening, it's Alpine 37 Echo Yankee, stand 6-2, information Juliet.
Ooh, not many alpacas here. I'm the only alpaca. I've got
Alpine 37 Echo
Scandies
Yankee on the ground, good evening,
galore.
clear to Berlin, via Oslo 5 Charlie departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 6512.
Cleared Nosley 5 Charlie, initially
Well,
5,000,
still leave a touch
6512, the squawk for Alpine 37 Echo Yankee.
Alpine 37 Echo
Yeah,
Yankee.
stand 15. Didn't get lost.
Alpaca 782 all on the ground.
This ground
taxi
control is
to
excellent.
Foxtrot
Really good.
30 via north on whiskey.
Taxi stand Foxtrot 30 via north and whiskey Alpaca.
It's a shame there's a default tug there. Yeah, so just to stop Sam going all weird on the replay and crashing the sim, I'm not going to do a replay, guys.
Canada 176
So I always get it at the moment with Sam.
That's approved. 176 Charlie. Grand Alpaca Nano, Kilo, question.
Alpaca and Alpha Kilo, taxi to holding point, runway 01 left.
There we are. Stops. Parking brake is set. Wow, look at the floodlights, how it's illuminating the cockpit. It's so cool.
Alpaca 66 Tango Oscar,
Just turn there.
brief out flight plan in a new way.
Down there, right. 2 blues, 1 red, and engine's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stockholm Arlanda. Flight 1 of 2 complete. It's a transit flow. We're going to turn off the anti-collision light off, wait till 20% into reality. Open the isolation valve. APU bleed can come on. It's so freezing cold unless they've got external air connected, but there's the air bridge. We'll stay on the APU for the turnaround. I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen just for 5 minutes, just to stretch my legs before we get everything sorted for the next sector. We then read the transit shutdown checklist. There we are, got ground power, even better. So that's APU bleed off, APU off as well. I'll save a bit of fuel too. Ride with 3.4 tons. Excellent. There we are. Beautiful. Yeah, there's no alpacas in this little bit cul-de-sac here. They're all around here, but such a massive airport doesn't really matter. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Awesome. Right, and guys, so I'm going to go have a quick break. My off-block time for sector number 2, let me look here, is 2010. So it's only in 15 minutes. I'll do my absolute best to make that, try and keep to schedule. But in reality, when we have scheduled times and we see we're going to be late, we don't actually rush. We do everything as per normal. Do the normal turnaround. So what's this here? We've got 15 minutes, so we're going to miss that. So yeah, we had to hold a little bit, delay taxiing and stuff like that, long taxi. But that scheduled block times are usually based on no disruption, and when things like that happen, you just get delayed. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to have a quick 5-minute break, and then don't forget we'll do the 2 giveaways when we get back to Oslo Gardermoen, where a few more people can watch it. But if you are enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to like it, and I'll see you shortly for the next sector. See you in a bit.
Alpaca 7, Sierra Golf, continue taxi via Yankee, hold short of Zulu Hotel.
Hello again. Thanks a little intermission. All back on VATSIM now as Alpaca 2 X-ray mics. We heard some other people having a few call sign issues, I guess, because it didn't register the fact that they had the same call sign for the return sector. But here we are. We're due off in 9 minutes, but we'll get everything configured for our return sector. All looking good so far. So many of us here doing 2 sectors. I think it was... I'd love to know actually how many Alpaca movements there will be by the end. It will be a record for sure. We had about 45-50 people taking part, of which vast majority of us were flying both sectors. So I think it was like 90 to 100 or something total movements. It's an absolute record. Got aircraft approaching still as well. Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike. I mean, I was right in the middle. We've got Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike taxiing out for departure as well. Super fun so far. Really cool doing this 2-sector one. I don't think I'll be able to plan one every month though, guys. It's taking a lot of prep, hours and hours of work, but it's worth it in the end. Anyway, here we are. Back in the cockpit, completely as I left it, in the transit setup state. So first we need to do is grab some weather. Just turn up the audio for VATSIM again. So ATIS we have ESSA 1190.
Skyline 62 Yankee, pushback and start at approved. Trend, Oslo Gardermoen, it is Juliet.
Oh, that was good timing.
Arlanda, it is Juliet. Tom 1920 Zulu. ILS approach runway 01 right. Transition level 60, departure runway 01 left. Met report. Wind 360 degrees 4 knots, variable between 350 and 060 degrees. Cav OK. Temperature -9. Dew point -10 QNH 1025 hectopascals. Trend. Oslo Gardermoen, it is Juliet.
That's it. Information Juliet then.
One ready to accept clearance on that routing.
-9, absolutely outrageous. You can see there -9 as well. So when it's these sort of temperatures, one of the things that we did discuss actually is cold temperature corrections. Not modelled in X-plane, so obviously an altimeter, quite a simple instrument, measures pressure to work out your height, but it doesn't matter how sophisticated your aircraft is, it won't take into account any error to do a temperature. The 737. I don't know about the Airbus, maybe that is sophisticated enough. An altimeter will overread the colder it gets, so the height it's displaying is actually higher than you actually are, so you're actually lower than what the altimeter says, which is obviously very dangerous, so we have to make corrections when the temperature is below 0. Hopefully X-Plane 12 might model it. I don't know if it's modelled in Microsoft Flight Simulator or not. Something to bear in mind. So having got the latest weather conditions, QNH 1025, MFA was set now as 1150.
Alpaca 66 Tango Oscar, give way to accompany Airbus 321, passing right to left.
And we can now load up the FMC, so we've got all the charts ready. Just change over to the second flight plan.
Giving way to the Airbus and then continue to the holding point.
Oh yeah, get some fuel as well. So 4-6, let's take an extra. I think we'll only need 30 minutes. So 4-6. 5-6, 5-8 for the fuel.
We are unable to depart, but you can get
Ooh, yeah, I need to check all my scores, don't I? 5-8. I saw 5 stars there. That's all that matters. 5-8, same amount of passengers. Start flight leg. Landing at approach rating, excellent. We only need to stare at that page for another 10 seconds. That's what I like to see. 5 stars, 5 stars. Zibo is most pleased. Load up the flight management computer then. Idents. We are now in Arlanda. Echo Sierra Alpha. Going now to Gardermoen, Echo November Golf Mike. Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. Departure is 01 left. It's going to be Aros 5 Charlie for us. Oh, new routing.
We'll go Alpaca 458, thank you.
I'm going now, plane 37 Echo Yankee, ready for taxi, we're able for Yankee 2.
Alpaca 3, correction, Alpine 37 Echo Yankee taxi to Honey
Just going to have a little listen to the routing there. Now, for the sector from Sweden to Oslo, I was not given any specific routing. I was advised, I did ask them, right, you're given a specific routing from Oslo to Stockholm, but if you have any specific routing from Stockholm to Oslo, let us know. Well, let's put this. I don't want to punch it in now and then have to put something in different later.
Scandinavian 6 to Yankee, what's your hold position?
Phil, to check you have the correct routing, so what do you have? I don't know what you mean there, Phil, buddy. I have to rephrase that slightly. Let's see what the rerouting is for our colleagues before I start punching this in.
Good evening, Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike.
What's this doing now? We'll do the rest. Reserves.
Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike out on a ground taxi to stand Foxtrot 35 via Whiskey and Zulu.
Oslo Torp is alternate. Reserves 1985 to 210.
185, 93 Alpine
630. Cruise level for the return is 360. Surprised if we can get all the way up there. Elevation in Oslo is quite high, I think. Yeah, 681.
Looks like you've turned on to Zulu Quebec, so you can continue Zulu Quebec into the apron.
So 700.
38. It will be the first one.
330. Well, 330 at 52. 6.
Underground,
Hold it there just to get the routing.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and we're good to go.
On the ground, clear to Oslo Gardermoen via Aros 5 Charlie departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 5367.
We're due for 2 minutes, we'll try and grab our clearance as well.
5 shortly to Boston runway 01 left, climbing Charlie 5,000 feet, squawk 5367, Alpaca 78.
Alpaca 782, read that correct.
Ground, Alpaca 458, request IFR close Oslo, information Julio.
It's going to be like that. I think, Phil, yeah, sorry, thanks for Commander Jennifer. So, Phil, you said that when the temperature is below 0, you have to be aware of the altimeter incorrect data. What do you do to check if that's the case? Got you, Phil. Sorry, I completely misunderstood you there. So we have a table. I'll share that to Discord later if you wish, which is basically your height above the source of the you're checking, so the airfield elevation, and it will say, you know, 100 feet above elevation, 200 feet above elevation, 3, 4, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and it will tell you the altimetry error based on your height and temperature. It's just a simple table: 0 degrees, minus 10, minus 20. The height above the altimeter source, let's say the minimum's 200 feet AGL, you need to make a 20-foot correction, or the missed approach altitude, and we change every altitude below the MSA, be it the platform altitude, the missed approach altitude, advise ATC if that's the case as well. Not on all approaches, most approaches, certain RNAV approaches where we use LNAV and VNAV, we don't have to make temperature corrections because it sort of compensates for it. But if it's below a certain temperature, you can't fly those certain type of approaches. So that's it in a nutshell. It'd be quite cool to see that model though and explain in the future.
Juliet from stand 14, A319. Alpaca 412, thank you for that. Clear to Oslo, Kogab 4 Charlie departure, 5,000.
So I'm going to put the rest of the route in because I just heard someone get a rerouting. I'm going to be confident with the fact it will be this one.
Cleared by the
Oops.
Kogab 4 Charlie departure. Could you repeat to my score, please?
Alpaca 412, squawk 53.
November 623. To ESSA.
Here to Oslo via the
ESSA for Mike.
4 Charlie departure, Scorpion 533.
And 19 left.
Alpaca 412.
Which transition is it?
Alpaca 419 Charlie, stand
Via Titler. Titler. Right, let's go with that one. Activate, execute. Steep percent after Titler. We'll have a look at that later.
157 on the ground.
422k again. 87.6. Take off that 5. Speed. Clearance. To come, 6 units of trim.
Alpaca 66 Tango Oscar, contact tower 118.5. 118.5
No problem, Phil. Thanks for the answer. Things like this makes aviation very interesting. If you have any questions any time, Phil, you pop them in Discord. Tag me, tag anyone, and you'll get someone answer the question. More complicated the better, because it makes me look it up and improve my knowledge as well. Performance is done, V-speeds are set. 2 tons and I have been flying in formation the whole way.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, ground, hello again. You have a new route on text there. Report ready to copy clearance on that routing.
Uh-oh.
I will call you back 2 Tango Lima.
Thanks.
Ground, hello again. Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. Copied information. Juliet QNH 1025, Stand 15. Departure clearance to Oslo, please.
Alpaca 2 Extra Mike on the ground, clear to Oslo via Aros 5 Charlie departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 5311.
Cleared to Oslo on the Aros 5 Charlie departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 5311, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike.
Alpaca 2 Extra Mike, read that correct.
Excellent.
Alpaca 75 Bravo, taxi to holding point
5,000 feet set. The Meros, the Aros 5 Charlie, and our squawk is 5311.
Tower 118.5,
Should stand by at this stage. There we are. So, got onto the overhead panel. Let's just do the panel scan here. So that's all looking good. Seatbelt sign's still on. APU's now running. So, oh, sorry, passengers. 0 degrees. It's freezing it in. Flight director's on. 5,000 feet for the departure. Let's have a little brief on taxi and Sid. We're doing really well for time. We were due off at 10 past. Maybe about be 5-10 minutes late.
Alpaca 1 to Echo on the ground, good evening, clear to Oslo via Aros.
Pushback then facing west, out via Zulu Hotel, most likely, the way we came in. We've got Zulu or Yankee, and either Zulu or Yankee, hold point, Yankee 1. We'll take performance from Yankee 2, we can accept. I'm happy to do that. We don't need to do a static run up, we're not in freezing conditions. Departure then.
Alpaca 1 to Echo, read that correct.
Sierra Alpha 421, 600 feet
Hello,
above.
this is Alpaca 412 request in
Immediate left turn, 850, max 285 knots, max 285 knots, 1500 feet above, 851, 723, and then to Aros 12.8, so we'll tune up Aros 12.8.
Ground Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, ready to copy clearance.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, clear to Oslo Gardermoen via Kugab 4 Charlie departure.
The radial inbound 261, so we can set the course as 261. Well, at least on my side. So happy with the routing, happy with the stop altitude of 5,000, as cleared, climb clearance of 5,000, and contact Stockholm departure when instructed by tower, so there's no change over frequency, it's automatic. There we are. What about Garcia, reset fuel flow for the next sector.
Alpaca 86 Yankee on the ground, good evening, clear to Oslo via Aros 5 Charlie departure.
And press set, get better pushback, we'll get on our way.
Clear to Gardermoen via the Aros 5 Charlie departure, initial flight to 5,000 feet at Gronk.
Ground to cockpit, Tow is driving up.
She's come with me. Very good. ADS Legends, how many sectors would you typically fly on an average day, Captain? 2 or 4? Most of the time, as a percentage, let's say 80% to 2 sectors, 20% of 4 sectors. Very occasionally, you might have to position aircraft at a base. Very, very rarely my operator will be overnight. They can sometimes happen. Chap in front doesn't look so happy with you for some reason. His face sort of melted slightly in a very polygony. This guy, door supervisor. He's very much supervising the doors. Mark getting had 7 minutes turn around. Possible. Mark, that's the life of an airline pilot.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Any number of things can cause a delay, and we often, on long days, have to depart slightly late. Doesn't matter at all, just as soon as you're ready, request push to start. If you miss your time, you miss your time. I've missed mine 10 past. As long as you don't be early, that's fine.
is it okay now?
Air France 4202, that looks perfect. You're clear to Paris.
I'm loving this two-sector group flight. I need to...
5,000 feet.
The booking system we have is good. For two sectors, a little bit more chaotic, but I think for single sectors, the way it works is fine. It's just been a bit challenging to
for Paris
in check.
Via Nosli for Charlie departure, initial climb 5,000 feet.
Alpaca's pushing there.
47.
Now that's an interesting Alpaca CSL. Ural Airlines, what happened there? What aircraft's that? I've got all the CSLs. I've seen other A320s and 319s, so there's one over there. Look. At ground, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, stand 15, request push and start.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, push back and start up approved.
Push start approved, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. So backs off, anti-vision lights on, parking brake is now released, transponder out off. That's very interesting. I don't think I'd finished.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
I did. There we go.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released. There we are. 7 minutes late off stand. Not bad.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Alpaca 1-2 Papa
Larkin,
Golf, push back and
all good then,
start
only
up
2 minutes late for now. We should definitely do 2 sectors more often at screen. Great. Well, yeah, we'll look at the option. First ever time we've done it. It was more a Christmas special, but it is fun. We've got to keep the sectors this sort of length though. Any longer than that, it's just not everyone can sit down for that length of time.
Alpaca 1-2 Papa Golf, push back
But it does
and
give the
start up
option for
approved.
people to do 2 flights, or 1, so it does work. So starting now, engine number 2.
Alpaca 2-1 Alpha Mike on the ground, good evening, clear to Oslo, Kogav 4 Charlie departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 5332.
All pressure. Head.
Alpaca 2-1 Alpha Mike, read back correct.
Arlanda ground, Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike, stand 35, aircraft type A319, information kilo aboard, requesting clearance to Oslo base.
Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike on the ground for load
stable.
balancing, you have a different
Starting
route for you on text, then report when ready to copy clearance on that route.
A5, I'll check the change of routing now, Alpaca 7
So I wonder
Bravo
what the issue was with some of the routing then. I think I just used the
Ground
default
up
simple
45
one on this one.
N2,
N2, N1.
Runner 2 Juliet Tango on the ground, taxi via Whiskey and Zulu, hold short of Zulu Papa.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
017, continue taxi to stand 37.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alpaca 75 Bravo, contact tower 118.15, bye-bye.
Tower 118.5, Alpaca 75 Bravo.
Suck out.
Ground up.
1.
Ground Alpaca 458,
One stable.
Alpaca 458, taxi to holding point, runway 01 left.
Taxi holding point 01 left, Alpaca 458, thanks sir.
Disconnect.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, stay at Romeo 5, ready for push and start.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, push back
Are we the
and
2
start
busiest
up
airports on VATSIM, I wonder?
Push start approved, 2 Tango Lima.
Arlanda and
Air France
Gardermoen.
4202 ready for
Let's
push
have a
and
little look
start.
online.
Air France 4202, push back and start up approved.
Most popular airports right now.
Air
Oh
France
no!
4202.
Berlin!
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alpaca
Good deal.
2
Go to it! I love that.
Alpha
Berlin,
Mike, push
Zurich
back and
is,
start
and it's
up.
Arlanda. Then Oslo. There must be some events going on.
Alpaca 412, ready to taxi.
I can see some people doing, as
Alpaca
412, I can see some people
start
doing
to
the
taxi
return
and
sector
hold
as well. That's
short
super
of
cool.
Zulu.
Start to taxi and hold short to Zulu for Alpaca 412.
Bypass pin C.
Ground Alpaca 3 Foxtrot Romeo is type A321, standard 6 information Juliet, QNH 1025, request IFR clearance to Oslo.
Alpaca 4 Foxtrot Romeo on the ground, clear to Oslo, Kogav 4 Charlie departure, 5,000
Maps to
feet.
5, flight controls, full back.
5442.
Full forward, full back. left, right. Here comes rudders, right. Ignore the tiller moving, left. Recall.
Charlie departure.
And that's it. Then read the poor taxi checklist.
5442 for Alpaca 44.
Alpaca there, Alpaca taxiing. 75 Bravo taking off. 458 taxi straight ahead. Mega. What a shot that was for us guys. Mega. Is Berlin Tuesday after all? Yes, I forget Berlin Zurich is on every Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, it would have been carnage if we joined in on that. We've sort of made that decision to avoid these public ones now.
Clear to Oslo on the Corgab 4 Charlie, departure in 5356, initial clearance is 5,000 feet, Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike.
Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike, correct. Alpaca 412, continue taxi now to holding point, runway 01 left.
Continue to holding point for 01 left for Alpaca 412.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, request taxi.
2 at once, I believe Alpaca 86 Yankee, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback approved, Alpaca 86 Yankee.
Another station calling, say again.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, request taxi.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, taxi via Zulu Hotel, Yankee, hold short of Delta.
Zulu Hotel Yankee, hold short of Delta. Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. So Zulu
Alpaca
Hotel
412,
Yankee,
hold short of Delta.
and then hold short of Delta, which is the
Hold short of Delta for Alpaca 412.
exit there. Right, parking brake released. Clear left.
Stockholm Arlanda, good evening, all central deck.
And clear right. Did config check. There we are.
Austrian 2 tag Yankee, all on the ground. Good evening, taxi via
That's a bit
Whiskey
unrealistic. The thrust would never respond or increase that quickly from idle. But,
Golf 145,
we held it.
Ryanair 2 Juliet Tango, continue taxi via Zulu to stand 5.
Try and do it, right?
Alpaca 458, contact Dalarna Tower 118.5.
1185 for Alpaca 458. Merry Christmas, sir.
You too, bye bye. Alpaca 12 Papa Golf, taxi
So crossing
via
all the way over to
Zulu,
Yankee.
hold short of Zulu Lima.
Taxi Zulu, hold short of Zulu Lima.
Short of Delta.
Alpaca 21 Alpha Mike, taxi to holding point from 01 left.
I'm sure 412 got told to taxi by Zulu.
Alpaca 412, hold position.
Hold position, Alpaca 412.
I just be advised the instruction was to hold short of Delta, which is now behind you.
Oops.
I'm sorry, it's, for some reason the scenery's got it to the right of me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just going to have a company aircraft overtake you for departure separation. You can expect to resume taxi in less than 1 minute.
Oh, is that me? Well, I'm going to hold short of Delta as well, though.
Alpaca 2 extra mile, continue taxi via Yankee to holding point 01 left.
Continue taxi Yankee, hold point 01 left, Alpaca 2 extra Mike. We're getting ahead of 412 there. Cheeky. Oh, we'll do the before takeoff checklist then. So config we checked, flaps 55 green lights, stab trim is again 6 units set, takeoff briefing. Packs on the bleeds on, V speed set for departure, 35, 35, 43. And the SID is the Massive 5 Charlie, going to climb. Not Massive 5 Charlie, so Aros 5 Charlie, that was the other one leaving from Oslo. On the Aros 5 Charlie, climbing straight ahead, immediate left turn. Pretty much inbound Sierra Alpha 850, climb to altitude 5,000 feet, NADP2, any problems will climb straight ahead to 4,000, is what they ever said. That's reviewed.
Alpaca 412, continue taxi to holding point from 01 left.
Just waiting for the cameras to be
Continue taxi to holding point 01 left for Alpaca 412.
Alpaca 2 extra mile, contact tower
50,
118.
40, 30,
Tower
20,
18.5, Alpaca 2
10.
X-ray, bye. My goodness, didn't expect that at all. Thank you very much, Martin.
Wishing you a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Martinez, for the £5. That was very kind of you, sir. Really appreciate it. Again, never expect anything from you guys. You really do so much as members. No need to turn it off that. Thanks anyway, man. Merry Christmas to you as well, Martinez, and to everyone in chat as well. Right, we're fully ready. Cabin secure. Tower, very good day. Alpaca to X-ray Mike, holding short runway 01 left, ready for departure.
Alpaca to X-ray Mike, Allen Tower, good evening again. Wind 347 degrees, 3 knots, runway 01 left, clear for takeoff.
Right, 01 left, cleared takeoff, Alpaca to X-ray Mike. Cleared takeoff, so lights on, transponder, TARA, weather radar on, and the strobe. So MCP set, transponder TARA, strobe lights are on, landing lights are on, checklist complete, cleared for takeoff, rolling takeoff guys, timing, got the figures from the intersection ahead, so you can sort of follow the taxi line on. There's 40%, stabilised, set takeoff thrust. Take for 87.4. 87.5 now. There we are. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal.
80 knots.
Checked, release forward pressure.
V1.
Up we go. A little bit quick that rotation. And we're out.
Positive rate.
Gears up. Honestly, flight directors.
Tower, this is Alpaca 412, currently taxiing to holding point for runway 01 left.
Alpaca 412,
Very good.
Line up runway 01 left. Thank you very much.
1000.
I got.
Alpaca to X-ray Mike, contact bottom approach 126, 665, good evening.
Oh my goodness me. Just cover that frequency 12665, Alpaca to X-ray Mike.
Echo.
Bye. Oops, got a little bit low on airspeed there because I was too busy looking outside. That's my excuse. And then I was trying to listen to the frequency. Yeah, don't go too slow. 8 yarp emojis I fear coming in chat. Flap 1. I thought that was on the radio. I was getting confused when he was talking. No, it was me. Flaps up. There's climb thrust. Whoa, what's happening to my engines? I'm losing thrust. I'm losing thrust. What is the auto throttle doing? The auto throttle has got toga thrust, but no, this is... Whoa, that's a bug. Yeah, so I had toga, but the auto throttle was reducing speed. I'm disconnected the auto throttle there. Toga thrust, look.
Left 090 Alpaca 343.
That was weird. Toga was the engaged... oh my god, am I actually stupid? Was it arm? Or... yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. N1 command.
1000 to go.
I was looking at the wrong one. I wanted to know what the command was. That was interesting takeoff. Smashing my thrust here.
Sierra, maintain 160 knots until 40
Interesting. Pro streamer here. There it is, 5,000 feet to stop altitude.
Alpaca Mike Golf Sierra, contact tower.
That's 250.
118.
That was strange. I didn't know what short was going on there. But you know, if the auto throttle's not doing what you wanted to, just disconnect it and set what you want. And departures. Hello, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike on the Aros 5 Charlie, maintaining 5,000 feet.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, Stockholm Arlanda, climb flight level 140.
Flight level 140, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike.
Canada down 49, turn right
0
70.
BNAV set standard. Yeah, that was. I want to know what the auto throttle FMA was, because it was sort of reducing thrust for me. Passing 49, flight level 140, have to take off checklist VNAV, gears off, brakes off, start switches off, air conditioning, pressurization, 2.2 set, release crew. Chest complete. I thought for 1 second I was getting like loss of thrust on both engines there, because I don't know. I'm just going to play the stream back here for a second.
Turn
Because
left
I'm really
040,
curious as to what happened.
cleared approach with 01 right, Alpaca 343. Alpaca 343, maintain 160 knots, operator until 60 or greater until 4, Alpaca 340.
Just playing it back here. Okay, it was a bug because I had
Good evening,
arm.
approach, this is Alpaca 412.
Back
flight
there.
level
So I had
10, climbing to
in arm, the order throttle was disconnected from the servo, so it should leave where it is, but for some reason the thrust was coming back automatically with arm
Sorry,
engaged.
can you repeat that for Alpaca 412?
Which is really unusual.
Stockholm, identified the climb, but
So yeah, the order throttle was misbehaving there, disconnected it,
climb to flight level 180,
and then just set
Alpaca
the target thrust, which is what I do in reality, but it shouldn't have done that with arm. Maybe it's an issue with multiple sectors of mod. Edo, you had the same problem?
Alpaca 105, Stockholm identified, flight heading 140.
At least we caught it. The low speed was my fault.
140 Alpaca.
Approach the Navy 1855 with you, flight level 150.
We don't hear you, bud. 102140, pre-cruise checks.
Alpaca 2 extra mic, contact Sweden 131.125.
131125, Alpaca 2 extra mic, bye.
Bye.
Out hold. Something's wrong here in the mod look. MCP speed out hold. No. What's going on? Out hold. This is really bad.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, cleared Stockholm Arlanda,
Unless there's a restriction here in the FMC. Ooh, it's missing all sorts of info.
Get the LTOC 7 mic and
yeah, this is broken, guys. VNAV out hold 10.5, level change. Let's just go old school for a second here.
1 Alpha,
it's gone into descent.
LTOC 7
mic, coming 01 right. It's gone into descent, that's why I've got this thing here. It's broke.
Alpaca 1 Juliet
I'll let Zebra know.
Mike, cleared Stockholm Arlanda, LTOC 7 Mike, runway 01 right.
Something ain't right here.
Alpaca 1 request to stop climb flight level 310.
Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, stop climb flight level 310.
Stop climb flight level 310.
Descent, something's gone weird.
Alpaca 66 Tango Oscar.
So the mods, the FMC's gone into descent logic for some reason, even though we've not even reached our cruise level. Eject.
Alpaca 66 Tango Oscar, descent flight level 220.
Descent flight level 220.
Yeah, that's really unusual. It's still got a doppler descent rig as well. Sweden, hello, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, climbing flight level 140, inbound to Arros.
1,000 to go.
Hello, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, Sweden identified, climb flight level 360.
Climb for level 360, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. So I'm not going to go VNAV. Yeah, out
Alpaca
so
2
level change then.
Please.
Let's try and fix this.
Alpaca 21 Alpha,
I think it's in descent because I've got my VNAV profile here. If I press VNAV, it shows me the descent page, which tells me it's in descent logic. I've got no cruise information, no climb information, so let me just force in.
Scandinavian 1420, wind 340 degrees 6
I think by putting in a cruise level, I might have fixed this. VNAV, there we are, N1 VNAV speed. Right, I think I fixed it. Top of climate, top of center on top. Yeah, I know what it is. I know what's good. Look, retard arm, it's gone into descent mode again. I think what's triggering this bug is the fact it's reaching top of climb, the predicted top of climb,
Alpaca 7 Hotel Lima, contact
beyond the top of descent point, and that's forcing it into descent. So what I'm going to do is update the cruise level a little bit lower. 300, and that's what's doing it, guys. It shouldn't be, it's a bug. I'm going to put 300. That's now going to create a sufficient gap between the two. Back to VNAV.
Ready to descend flight level 110.
VNAV speed, and I should think it will stay like this now. I think the problem was I'll advise ATC will maintain 300. I should think it was a bug whereby it couldn't work out, you know, because it was reaching top of climb prior to, or after, sorry, top of descent, it was just going a bit haywire. So I'm pretty sure that was the issue. So we just fixed it by choosing a lower cruise level.
Alpaca 412, Sweden identified, climb flight level 360.
So I think lots of people are going to have it the same bug.
Level 360 for Alpaca 412.
And Alpaca 2 X-ray, I'd like to revise new cruise on flight level 300 final, please.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, climb flight level 300.
Flight level 300, thank you, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. Well, there we are, bug fixing on the job. So yeah, that was really unusual on the climb out. We had toga and arm, but with arm it was reducing thrust, which it should not do. So yeah, Bjorn had the same issue. After I was late getting a climb corrected, the same bug. I thought I was doing something wrong. It was also on quite a short route. Yeah, so pretty happy, guys. I know what's causing the issue. The issue was because it was such a short sector, you're trying to get to such a high level, it's putting the top of climb point beyond the top of descent point, and the mod doesn't know how to deal with that. To be fair, the real aircraft, I'm not sure how that would code either. It would just say, the real aircraft would just say unable cruise altitude in the scratch pad, and that's it. It would just have the top of climb and top of descent together, and it would just say unable cruise altitude. So that's how to fix it for now. Just choose a lower cruise level to ensure there's a little bit of a cruise segment. I'll let Zebo know, see if there's something we could do to rectify that. It's not usually an issue, but that's what it was. Oh, it's finding bugs on the job, pretty cool. I need to find out exactly how the real aircraft will behave. For that, we need the level descent. Yeah, Greg, sorry, radio's a bit loud. Just turned it down this second. Anyway, we are on our way. Oh, yes, thanks for the details, no problem.
All stations, Sweden is back in 1 minute.
Hey all. That's essentially what I've been doing, Javier's, with Zebo the past 3 or 4 years. I'll notice things which are not right, and I'll say to Zebo, hey bud, look, this is doing this, should be doing that, it should be doing this. And I go, okay, does his magic, and he fixes it. Sometimes I need a little bit more background information, so I can do, you know, just look at things at work, just see how things are. I'm not experimenting at work, I fly things by SOP, but I can monitor different phases and see what things do, and then just relay that to Zebo, which is one of the main reasons the mod is as realistic as it is, because people like myself, other people on the team as well, who are current line pilots on the 737 are going, ah, Zebo does this, should be doing this. And that's one of the reasons it's such an accurate add-on. You know, it's based off feedback from guys continuously. He's back. Anyway.
Welcome back.
I was going to say the same. Thank you. Welcome. What's this blue dashed line here? It might be something to do with... looks like a Route 2 something or other. Why is that there? Not sure. Ah, I think it might be the missed approach track, just going on a long straight line. It's usually magenta. Vanguard, my sim just crashed. Oh, his message went, but I think he said something about your sim crashing. I'm sorry to hear that, if that is the case. See you all look on the return sector as well, back to Stockholm. So cool, guys. Can't see any of you. Look, I see someone. Alpaca 2-1 Alpha.
Alpaca 75 Bravo, descent flight number 227.
Okay. Vanguard, my sim crash sent to Tekva on leg 2. Oh man, sorry. Hello Emre, haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Tack så mycket. Ja, det var lite stressigt. Gå igenom på dig själv. Alpaca 2 Lima Tango, contact approach 126, decimal 650. Bye bye.
So start setting up for the approach already. It's a very short sector. 250 100. Forecast winds in 310. 200. Actually, let's not do that because we're not going up there. 300. I know it's the Windsor 310, but it's close enough. 324, 59, 200, 327, 27. That's executed. QNH we're expecting in Oslo. Update it. Still pretty snowy there. 4,700 meters light snow. -5. QNH is 1022. Execute.
Hello, Alpaca 21 Alpha Mike, Sweden, identified, climb flight
19 left,
360.
1055.
Thousand to go.
Checked. 1250, that's fine.
Hello, Alpaca 55 Whiskey, Sweden, identified, climb flight level 310. Alpaca 9er, Papa Yankee, clear Stockholm Arlanda, L.7 Mike, runway 01 right.
A Seba 4 Mike we're expecting.
Cleared,
That's 19 left, alright.
Mike, arrival 4.
There's 300 for us.
Alpaca 75 Bravo, descend flight level 120. Descend flight level 120, Alpaca 75 Bravo.
Airport. There it is again. And we have parking stands. Excellent. So, Jim's got control, 250, below 100, forecast winds are in, fixed winds runway 1022. Expecting the Seba 4 Mike from 19 left and 19 right. Seba 4 Mike. Routing from a Seba, max 250, going to Kegit. Kegit, 250 knots or below as well. GM4 22, flight level 100, level at 220 knots. Point merge arrival, like you see in so many different places in Europe at the moment. From there, it's to 423, max 220 knots, 220 knots, 220 knots, 453. Make a left turn inbound to Titler, 5,000 or above, 5,000 above 220 knots. From there, we go to Opsad. Opsad, max 200 knots, 4,000 feet to 3,500 apparently. I can't see that charted. So it just says 4,000, doesn't say mandatory. So I'm going to do delete 200 or below.
Control, good evening, Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, passing 10,000.
Execute 4685. Right, that's between the two restrictions anyway. Then to Zavita, which is on the extended centre line. Zavita 3,500. So it's all coded. Frequency is 11055, which we've already set. Course is 192.
Delta, contact approach 126650.
126.65, Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, bye-bye.
192.
Bye-bye.
192. Frequencies, courses, minimums 881. 881. There we are. Ospad, Svita, platform.
Alpaca 55 Whiskey, cleared Stockholm Arlanda.
8.9 miles.
Mike, runway 01 right.
Ooh, 0 on right, someone got cleared on, so I won't actually finish briefing this chart. Someone's got cleared onto the other runway. But both runways are quite long. 2950 metres, 3,600. We'll confirm what runway is in use later on when we get cleared. Well, we can actually ask Sweden. Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, do you know what runway we could expect in Oslo?
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, I have no idea actually.
No problem.
It looks like the runways we can expect in Oslo is runways 19 right and 19 left, Alpaca 412.
Well, I knew that much. Right. Andy, snowing at 6,000 feet on approach. Andy, give him 19 right. Thank you. That's what I heard the guy ahead of me get. Maybe it was you. I think they land on both of them. But we'll plan on 19 right. I think that's what the majority of us are getting. So let's get rid of that. Oh no, I don't want to get rid of that one. Well, that's... You know what happened? We'll now look at 19 right, and there will be 19 left.
Alpaca 7, uniform Papa, freedom identified, climb flight level 330.
19 left. What am I doing? Sam, go on. 19 right. Airport. Parking stands. So, other runway, 19 right. Frequencies 1113.
Alpaca 75 Bravo, inbound to Alpaca 75 Bravo, contact approach 120.4.
213, then we'll put Gardermoen actually stand by 1595. Of course, the same 192, minimum is 875, slightly less based off threshold. MSA 4000, missed approach. Didn't actually look at that on the other approach. We'll look at it here. 192, 2.5 do for me off the ILS, and right turn 223, climb to 5000, and expect vectors. Landing then, it's a nice long runway here, 3,600 meters, no high speed. Exits will go via Alpha 4, Alpha 3. Burning 800 kilos before we land, 59.5.
Approved, report for back please.
Flat 30, got a break. 3, idle reverse. Vacate there.
Sweden, good evening, Alpaca.
Lauren have been landing on both the Gardermoen. Simultaneous approaches, thanks Will. One on left and 19 right. Very cool seeing simultaneous approaches. Absolutely. Yeah, I think they're giving them both then. We'll plan for 19 right for now. And you know what, whatever we plan for, they'll achieve them. It's just the way it is. It happens in real life. Whatever you plan for, you'll get the other one. Always. There we are. I think we're all good.
Again, Alpaca 7 Bravo Mike, climbing through flight level 100 for flight level 180.
Hang on, by the way, Captain Expo 12 is going to enable Zebo to inflate GBAS, very cool. Expo 11 wasn't able, Zebo disabled that. I'm so excited for EGNOS approaches. Very cool, I mean, we don't fly them. I mean, EGNOS is a sort of term used to with European satellites. We fly approaches which have that option, but we just use LNAV, VNAV, minima on those RNAV approaches. But yeah, Explain 12 is going to allow devs like Zebo a lot more customization and abilities that you didn't have in Expo 11. Very excited to try.
Alpaca 458, request descent please. Alpaca 458, descent flight level 120. Send 120, Alpaca 458. Alpaca 21 Alpha, contact approach 16650.
Approach 16650,
Alpaca 1 Juliet Mike, same for you, approach 126,650. And Alpaca Alpha Yankee, request descent.
Busy.
Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, descent flight level 110.
So out holds, just because we passed top of descent. Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, request descent.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, descent flight level 220.
Descent flight level 220, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. So as soon as I start winding the level off, you'll get the VNAV profile. There it is.
Stockholm Arlanda,
220, we'll go level change initially, so we're a little bit high on profile. There we are. Top of descent, ladies and gentlemen.
Keeping control, hello, Alpaca 782, maintaining flight level 1, return close to Aros.
Hello, Alpaca 782, Sweden identified, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Alpaca 782.
Alpaca 410, requesting descent.
4 Foxtrot Romeo with you, 9,400.
I'm with you.
inbound Koga.
Alpaca 412, descend flight level 120.
Descend flight level 120 for Alpaca 412.
Alpaca 4 Foxtrot Romeo Sweden, hello, identified, climb flight level 310.
So once we're recapturing the profile,
Climb flight level 310, Alpaca 4
we can re-engage VNAV and then just let the speed bleed back.
Alpaca 14 Charlie, climbing flight level 210.
So VNAV, target speed will come back with a little bit of parasitic drag. Not an issue unless you're under speed control,
Hello,
which we're not, free speed.
Sweden, identified,
Eddie
climb
Miles
flight
just finished my
level
2 today.
310.
Thanks, Captain. Most welcome, Eddie Miles. Glad you had a successful trip. Don't forget, guys, we'll be doing the giveaways once we've landed in Oslo.
Alpaca 5 Whiskey, go ahead. Alpaca 5 Whiskey, descend flight level 110.
Descend flight level 110.
Mega. I'm getting hungry. I haven't had my dinner yet. I had quite a late lunch to accommodate for this. But that's what it's like at work. You've got to be unsociable hours. You've got to just work out when to eat. Do it accordingly.
Thank you.
Still not 100% sure what this blue dashed line is meant to be representing.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, descend flight level 120.
Descend flight level 120, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. 120 checked. Shuey, what's on the menu? Ready meal tonight, I'm afraid. Lambusaka. Actually, that reminds me, I need to go turn the oven on. I'll do it in 15 minutes. And by the time I finish, I can put it straight in the oven.
Hello, Alpaca 12 Echo Sweden, identified, climb flight level 2.
Say again, the flight level you were transmission.
Alpaca 12 Echo, climb flight level 240.
Flight level 240, Alpaca 12 Echo.
As soon as I get handed over, I want to run over and put the turn the oven on. So VNAV's doing its thing. It's Seba 250, which VNAV will manage.
Alpaca 5 Tango Bravo Sweden, hello,
Say not best Scally.
310.
Hey, turn the oven on!
Alpha Kilo Alpha, cleared Stockholm Arlanda, L-Stock 7 Mike, runway 01 right.
Cleared Stockholm Arlanda, L-Stock 7 Mike, runway 10 right, Alpaca Kilo Alpha.
Alpaca 458, contact approach 120.
One of the things
450.
this sub-7 explains very hard to tell when you're in cloud nine. If you look up, I mean, you might not see it with the pixelation on the stream, but I can see the
Alpaca
stars.
2 X-ray Mike, contact approach 120, decimal 450. Bye bye.
120450. Thank you very much, ATC Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. Cheerio.
Inbound in Lex.
Alpaca 458, hello. Direct Golf Mike 418, descent flight level 100, expect 1 on the right.
Direct Golf Mike 418, expect 19 right, Alpaca 458.
And level 100.
Apologies, flight level 100, Alpaca 458.
Also, hello, Ryan. Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, sitting flight level 120, inbound is Sabre.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, hello again. Descend level 100, expect 1 on the left.
So flight level 100, expecting ILS 19 left. Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. What did I tell you? 19 left. When I said 19 right, nearly said Jow there. Thanks, Andy. I saw that message. 19 left, as expected. Whatever you brief is whatever you don't get. So 19 right gone. Unbelievable.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, turn it right heading 360.
And I'd already had it all set up as well. Alright, approach, 19 left. To be fair, I think I left it in the FMC to be fair. I did, 19 left. Courses, 1192, 11055, 11055.
Alpaca 458, passing Golf Mike 418.
Silly idiots, I've just got rid of Gardermoen, annoyingly, 1595.
Altitude 4,000 feet, QNH1, settle.
Brooks's course is minimums 881.
418.
Oh, hi, Jack.
Turn right. 260, was that?
Unbelievable, you lot. Unbelievable.
Turn right 240, and then...
Jack, can you go to the other one?
19 right, Alpaca 458.
Hi, Burko Fly. Just arrived in Oslo on my first flight. Flight. Let's not talk about landing. Oh dear.
Contact Sweden 131 and this 125. Alpaca 46 Whiskey.
About 15 minutes to landing. Might get a little shortcut here. Oh, I didn't put my fixed rings in. That's better. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a shortcut here. And that restriction at Golf Mike 422 100 sort of accommodates for this sort of potential shortcut towards the airport. This is what they call a point merge. So instead of holding, if it gets busy, they'll just keep you on the arc and then just send you in whenever they're ready for you. Right, just gonna wait for one more person to check in and run and turn the oven on.
Direct Alpha.
I bet he's gonna call me now. Literally just take me 10 seconds to run to the kitchen.
Alpaca 21 Lima, turn right heading 150, cleared ILS.
Right, I'm gonna go do it now.
Right, 150 clear to go less 19 alright, Alpaca 218.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, turn right heading 037.
Right heading 030, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Right, did he call? Did he call? You lot would say yes anyway.
Good evening, approach. This is Alpaca 412, currently descending from flight level 210 to
Vancard, by the way, Captain, I heard some airliners going to take the 737 MAX anymore and to continue talks to Airbus. What happens if they are tight range to Boeing and place street by Airbus? Well, the airline will fund or convert their crew. I think it's Jet 2, isn't it? You lot, no, you're good. Many miles no call. Paul, cleared to land. Typical Dutchman.
Sorry, could you repeat that last one for me, please? Alpaca 412.
Alpaca 412, of course.
220 knots, 100.
Direct Golf Mike 418.
Coming up, there's a decel, so it should manage both the restriction and speed.
1,000 to go.
Paul, that was quite good, I'll give you that.
Descend down to flight level 100 and go to Golf Mike 418.
And runway 1 on the right field. Alpaca 412, confirm runway 1 on the right.
Uh-oh. Alpaca down.
ISO 319, what are you?
So there's the 100 restriction, and now the 220 knots. The VNAV on this aircraft is absolutely phenomenal. So good. I mean, in the real aircraft, obviously, but the mod does a fantastic job. You know, it's just a smidge quick. It'll probably be exact. Well, it is going to be. You know, 220. As you know, is fine. It's going to have us 220 exactly over the point. It's a fly by waypoint here. Yeah, Zebo is
minimums, approaching minimums.
Thank you, Domino. Don't know why it's not pinged up on the chat. There we are, 21 months.
Alpaca 412.
I don't know if there'll be another live stream to use my membership message this year, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Domino, thank you very much for your continued support as a member. and everything you do in the side to help moderate.
Alpaca 412, you can turn left.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Settle for ILS runway 19
yeah,
right.
hopefully 2 more streams before New Year's at least. What's that for me?
So the runway's 19 right for Alpaca 412.
Maybe, hopefully one in a couple of days. And I've got a lot more time coming off New Year as well. It's been really busy November, December, but it's looking a little bit quieter. Anyway, we're level at 100, doing the post-cruise checks now, so if you... Wait, did I not do the...
And Alpaca 696, clear direction.
Did I not do the pre-cruise checks earlier? I just, oh no, lights are on, angular bank set 25, pressurisation, seat belts we've already cycled. I might have forgotten to do the pre-cruise checks earlier. Thanks, Domino, appreciate it. There we are, so we're just waiting for ATC to sort of...
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, cleared to direct peak cloud descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1 set up.
Direct to Titler, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Minimums, approaching minimums.
Good evening.
Oh my god, guys.
Minimums, approaching minimums.
There we are. LNAV, 5,000 feet.
Speed 200 Alpaca.
QNH 1022. Out of defence, passing 10,200, 5,000 feet. No flag standby, altimeter set. Paul, Shui, 21 months. I wish it could be a MOG-F every day. Thank you, Shui. I'd love, it'd be way too much work on my part, but I do love the time planning and preparing them, and I think you guys do too. Evidently, you want to do it every day. Cheers, Shui. Mark King, 11 months. Great fun doing the double sector. Great idea from you, Captain. Wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas from myself and Shaky. Thank you very much, Mark King. Father and son team, of course. And thank you so much. 11 months you've been here as well. Wow. Where's the time gone, guys? Absolutely crazy. Awesome. Yes, the MOG-Fs are a great success and a real pro point for you guys as members.
50,
Glad you enjoy
40,
it. Oh.
30, 20, 10.
Head 2. Spoil you out, guys.
Happy Christmas to you and the rest of the Alpaca Jar fleet.
Cheers, Head 2. Again, no need. Appreciate your generosity and £37.69. That's very kind. Thank you so much for your continued support. I saw your picture of your beard covered in snowflakes earlier on stage. It made me chuckle. So thank you very much, man. That's very generous of you.
Alpaca 9 Alpha, kilo turn right heading 150, cleared ILS, runway 1 right.
Turn right heading 150.
Mark time flies by when you're having fun. Yeah, it's good fun. I enjoy every second of running the Discord, the channel, guys. Nice escape for me.
Alpaca 412, descend altitude 5,000, correction 4,000 feet, QNH 102.
Right, anyway, inbound to Titler.
Send that to 4,000
on to
feet,
the ILS.
1022.
VNAV profile slowly coming. Thing with VNAV, when you're doing slow speeds, like 220 knots, it'll maintain 1,000 feet per minute, which means it's very slow for it to capture the profile. So you can help it out by going VS 500, just get onto the profile, and then re-engage VNAV. It's just the same as the real aircraft as well, because it's got such a shallow profile that's been built because of the slow speed 220 knots. Only needs about 1,000 feet per minute to stay on it. Such a clean aircraft, the clean wing on the 737. Might need a bit of engine anti-ice, guys. It's so hard to tell in the sim. At night in real life with the lights on, you know as soon as you're approaching clouds, you'll see it illuminate the cloud clearly. Via the Titler transition, cleared ILS 19 left, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. So once you've been cleared approach via the transition, you could descend further. So we could set now down to 3,500. Go back to VNAV now. And VNAV should put you straight onto the ILS.
Line up for the runway 19 right.
Yeah, and on that heading, you are cleared on ILS.
Clear to ILS for Alpaca 413.
Minimums. Approaching
Thanks,
minimums.
N2. I mean, I should probably mute this. I usually mute them on the public ones, but you guys are getting your membership DMs coming in. Thanks, N2. 40 months after that donation a second ago. Just wanted to throw a few bills in the pot to start preparing your next ETS2 stream. Oh, N2. That's brilliant. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. And yes, I hope, fingers crossed, I haven't actually tried it yet, but I did copy across from my old PC all the ETS2 save data from the Alpaca logistics save file. I haven't opened up or downloaded ETS2 on the new PC yet. It should all work. It worked for Assetto Corsa and a few other games I play on the side. So yeah, we'll carry on that adventure, and I did talk about this multiplayer stream on ETS2, just haven't got around to it, guys, so we'll look at that in too.
Alpaca 21 Alpha Mike, hello, turn left heading 230, vectors
so yeah, it's doing an amazing job so far. The mod VNav is plugging us in perfectly. It's so impressive. There's the speed coming back now as we're approaching the speed restriction, I think, at Titler. Titler's max 220.
Alpaca 2 X-ray.
What we already do.
Reduce speed 160 to 40.
160 till 4, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike.
Approaching minimums.
So we're now page CR, go flap 1. Christian, thanks for 9 months. Very cool to see you fly to my hometown, Arlanda, today, and Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Christian, for your continued support as a member, 9 months. And yeah, I don't think we've ever been into Arlanda before. Or maybe I did in an Airbus once, not sure. That's a little bit concerning. Bit of a TA, and we were trying to bring the speed back for 160 till 4 for ATC. We'll use a bit of speed brake just to help them out there. VNav's done an incredible job putting us onto the approach. Same height, less than 10 miles.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, down to minimum, please.
Minimum approach speed, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Alpaca 412, clear out us, 190 right.
Control S,
What's minimum, so I'll comply. Vertical speed. Now I could arm approach straight away. Oh, but this is not going to work at all. Flat 30. Or is there a different... oh, maybe he's on the other runway. Right, localizer. Well, I'm going a minimum approach speed for him. This is very unusual to be minimum approach speed here, because you're guzzling fuel and a lot of noise. Just had a speed brake out still.
Good evening, Mixer 49.
Why did he want minimum approach speed? Or does he just want me to do a cool parallel approach with 9 Alpha Kilo, maybe? Not sure. Light slave capture, missed approach attitude.
Mixer 49, Gardermoen, Cookman.
Is...
Mixer 49, squawk 654.
chart out, I was getting confused there, 19 left. Is 3,000 feet. Back to X-ray Mike established, ILS 19 left, minimum approach speed.
Alpaca 412, you are cleared, ILS 1 on the right, can you switch over?
Hold on.
Clear to 190 right, I can switch over.
Thank you so much. And Alpaca 2 X-ray, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, Tower 183.
Tower 183, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, bye. Yeah, I'm not sure he needed me at final approach speeds. I don't see any traffic ahead. Maybe he got a little bit muddled up. I'm pretty sure he was the one to go there. Andy, you're the one on the right hand wing. Very cool, Andy. Are you going minimum approach speed as well, so we can see each other? Look at this in the rain. Very cool. Very wet here. Hello, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. Established ILS 19 left.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, Tower, good evening, runway 19 left, clear to land, wind calm.
19 left, clear to land, Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. Well, we cleared to land. That's so cool, Andy. He's zipping ahead though. I'm at final approach speed. You can just see him there through the driving rain. Oh,
458, taxi will clear to stand 60.
that's super.
Hotel, stand 60, Alpaca 458.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Yeah, 180. Yeah, if you're doing 180 till 6, you'll definitely get ahead.
Clear to land 19 right, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, yeah.
Well, I can't even see the runway yet, just through the mist and the haze. Where are the pappies? Lovely evening here. Marking, how does your rain look like that? Mine looks like Star Wars. Well, to be fair, it looks like Star Wars in real life as well. When you're flying in the rain at night, light simulated it, yeah, it looks like you're in hyperspeed. Love to film it, guys, but it's in a critical phase of flight. Can't. Well, and he's zipping along very quickly. But yeah, you can see here in this configuration, we're burning 3.6 tons per hour. Very thirsty. So it's very unlikely you'll ever be told at that early stage to go for a minimum approach speed. So my guess would be the controller thought I was going behind Andy, even though he cleared me to 19 left, and that's why he told me to do minimum approach speed.
Tower Alpaca 412, I am far too high and for some reason my FMC is mucking around with me and basically my systems aren't really working or doing anything it should do. Is it possible if I could be vectored in, please?
Oh dear.
Alpaca 412, roger, go around, climb to 5,000 feet, turn left heading 090.
Around, come to 5,000 feet, turn left heading.
That's 412 behind.
0 was it, sorry?
1,000.
Sounds like something there.
090 for Alpaca 4.
That was brilliant. Right, I'm disconnecting anyway. Autopilot, auto throttle off, clear to land. So I think the visitor's down to tempo 2,000 meters because of the light snow here at the moment. Just as a precaution, I'm going to put the wing anti-ice on just because in the sim you never know. Might be putting a thick bit of ice on my leading edge. Oh, it's now stopped, I think. The runway looks great in this sort of low visibility though. You know, the
Alpaca 412, climb to 5,000.
approach lights, edge lights, set sign lights look a little dimmer.
Climbing to 5,000 feet, Alpaca 412.
Alpaca 412, contact approach 120.450.
400.
Checked.
Contact approach on 120.450.
100.
Checked. A bit low.
200.
Horrible.
Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Check.
20. 10.
Close. Oh, the attitude. Ooh, dear, what are my landings today? A bounce and an acceptable. Outrageous. Oh dear, oh dear. To be fair, these in these conditions where it's snowing, you want a nice firm landing like that. Yep, that's what I was planning. Just speed brakes and reverses. Ooh, also, you wouldn't want to vacate high speed at 60 knots like this either in conditions like this either. That's a bit risque. Right, we're here. Welcome.
Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike, taxi Sierra, Juliet, stand 61.
Sierra Juliet stand 61. Alpaca 2 X-ray Mike. Sierra Juliet stand 61. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oslo. What a lovely sector that was. Probably in the grass now, I can't tell. Well, I only have one choice. There's the wheel gun. Edge anti-ice will leave on until we're on stand. Tokyo drift. Yeah, that was way too fast, vacating in those conditions. So on Sierra, Juliet stand 6-1. Ah, straight ahead. I like that. Well, there's off-roading taxiways up and down. Look, there's the. But that's my excuse as well that the runway isn't flat. I hit one of those clefts on the hill. That's what I did. Yep, good one. That was an adequate landing. Oh dear. Can't even keep it on the taxiway at this present time. Yeah, so in these, we are in freezing taxiing all over the place. In these freezing conditions, you keep the Pro V on. Engine anti-ice on until you're on stand. Next left Lima. Left now is into where I did my aircraft demo during my time racing course. Very cool, Lars. Very cool. Let's see if I can go off this, like an off-road track. Was it in that shed? Was it? Oh. Look at the attitude. Up and down. There is. I don't even have any ortho here. It's all over the place. There's Juliet. No wonder I can't keep it in a straight line. I think X-Plane's actually got it programmed as slippy because I'm braking quite hard there and it's not actually slowing down much. Oh yeah, full right on the tiller, full right, look. It's not turning. It's actually snowing. Yeah, I think it's got it down as slippy because I'm going full left, full right, it's just not going in a straight line. That's pretty cool in a way. Coming up. And stand 61. Should be just a slight left. Oh, look! It looks cold. Wonderful. 24 knots in the apron. Lovely. In snow. Right, stand 65. Oh, it's to the left, isn't it? There we are, stand 61. Yeah, I didn't have snow earlier for my active sky. Want to be manoeuvring this close to the bridge. I've overshot it slightly. Boeing 738. 5 knots. Have it. If the actual taxiway, if the actual taxiway is contaminated, maximum 5 knots. I didn't use reverse to go backwards now either. Right, parking brake set, 2 blues, 1 red, engine anti-ice off.
132, we are on the south side of the
engines are dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Oslo Gardermoen, our first ever 2-sector group flight. Successful for me. No crashes, no sim issues, few issues with the Zebo mod, but I know exactly what caused them. And we're here. Excellent. Jason was when it's cold, would you keep the AP on to keep warm? Yeah, actually, if we're disembarking. This is the last flight of the day, but it would be very warm in the cabin already. I'd only turn it off once I was happy that we'd all be getting off in a few minutes or something. Just turning right down there. So yeah, we'd leave it running. Bio Captain, I wanted to ask you, did you de-ice the plane on a start in Echo November Golf Mike? We sort of said, thank God, that we'll imagine, just to keep to the time schedule and the slots for the group flight, that it is de-iced on stand. They do remote de-icing in reality, but we did the freezing conditions checklist. We taxed that with the flaps up configured at the whole point. Not just you, it's slippy. Yeah, honestly, they've made the taxiway slippy in X-Plane, which is really cool. It felt like it was contaminated because I was making inputs on the tiller. Left and right, but nothing was going on. The aircraft was just slipping, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to do then is come here. We usually try and see someone else land, but
minimums.
I'll keep an eye out. There's, oh, look, there's 2 tons. Pretty much been following him the whole way, each way. You can see this sort of weird cloud effect as well. That's caused by enhanced skyscapes, so you can't see rain there. It's a bit buggy. But Matej, thanks to the membership 4 months. Now, wonderful landing in Oslo, no butter. I'm expecting to visit Prague anytime soon. I'm hoping to be via ATC there after a long wait. Thank you very much, Matej. I mean, we stream wherever, whenever. It's been a long time since we've been to Prague, so yeah, probably at some point we'll go back to the Czech Republic at some point. But no, if you ever want to provide ATC, let me know in Discord. Thank you very much, Matej, indeed. Right, anyway, let's get back into the view of the aircraft. See a few of us here have got this little air bridge to ourselves, or terminal I should say. There's Alpaca 21 Alpha Mike coming into land. But yeah, let's do the giveaways. I think that's why we're all here, what we're waiting for. Got 35 witnesses as well to the giveaway, just to prove it's unrigged. So first thing I'm going to do is do the usual members only group flight giveaway. So what I'm going to do is just get up the list randomizer here. So for this, what I've done, it doesn't matter if you've done 1 sector today or 2 sectors. I copy and pasted everyone from the group flight, and obviously if you've got 2 sectors, you'd have 2 entries, which would make it a little bit unfair for the guys doing 1. So I've erased all the duplicate entries. So if you've done at least 1 sector on the group flights, your name will be on this list. So let me just get the list here, which I made about half an hour before the stream. There we are. Ooh. Just, what I'm going to do is just turn live weather off here so we can actually see what's going on. Give me 2 secs, guys. So that is closing now. There we are. There we go. That's a little bit clearer now. So let me just get the list randomizer. Oh, I need to because I've obviously on my new PC I don't have the old Streamlabs Chrome media source, so let me just get that now. So it is browser source. No, I don't want browser source. Oh, I can't remember how to do it now. Maybe it'll recognise it as window capture. There we are. Add new source, Chrome. No, I don't want to do settings. I want to do Chrome, please. Excellent. You guys should now be able to see the list randomizer and bloop. Oh no, that's the Google form. Let me just get the list of everyone that took part in the group flight. Plop. There we are. So this is everyone that took part in the group flight. If you did more than 1 sector, did 2 sectors, I just removed the 1 entry. So there we are. There is the list of everyone, and this is just a normal giveaway for everyone taking part in the group flight. Then we'll do the one for the every member. So here we go. The winner of the MOGF usual members only group flight is Brandon M. Brandon M. Well done. I don't think you've ever won a giveaway before, so let me know, Brandon M, what you'd like via DM or in Discord, as you wish. $50 Explain gift store card, Amazon gift store card, any Siri add-on up to the value of $50, a bit more, don't worry about it, we'll get you sorted. So congratulations to you, well done. We'll close that for now. There we are, we've got some witnesses as well. So Brandon M has won. There's Alpaca 2 Tango Lima just landing, actually. That's 2 tons. Rigged members always win these. Unbelievable, James. I need to get the Google form out now. Just copy and paste everyone from that list. There we are. So I'm also trying to watch 2 tons in the A300, isn't he? That looks so massive. Oh, is he just landed? Kudunk, there we are. Very nice. I'd be quite interested to know, for those of you who flew 2 sectors, how were your respective add-ons? How did the A300 behave? Zebobod's quite good at doing multiple sectors, but the 319, sometimes if you do multiple sectors in aircraft, they can misbehave slightly. Anyway, I've got the list of everyone who took part in the giveaway. How many entrants did we get in the end? 88 responses. So what I'm going to do is copy and paste this list now. There we are. That's copied. I'm actually just going to do a quick, make sure no one's got any duplicate entries. Be very naughty of them. So I'm just going to go on a list. Where's that list randomizer? The Alphabetizer website. I'm in there, so let's copy that in here. Alphabetized tiles. Oh my god, I can't even say the name of this website. I think they will be behaving. I only got one entry each. Very good. Very proud of you all. Right, let me bring up the list randomizer again. There we are. So I'll open that back up on Chrome. Pro streamer here. There we are. So here is the list of everyone who entered the giveaway, every single one of the members. So there it all is in alphabetical order. There we are. So now what I'm going to do is randomly select the winner from this one. The winner of the additional Christmas special giveaway is Martin S. Well done, Martin S. I'll make a note of that. You are the winner. Same prize options for you as well as Brandon M. Congratulations, both Brandon and Martin, for winning the giveaways here. Take your time. I want it to be perfectly rigged as always. I wasn't rigging it in the background. I'm just making sure no one had made 2 entries, making it unfair. Less likely or more likely to be chosen. So there we are. Giveaways complete. Superb. 2 winners this week here. Dan was number 2. Christian, sorry. Got to take the top option. Awesome stuff there. ADS Legends, 40 seconds. Yes. Don't look at it like that. Awesome. Well, there we are. We'll pop off of VATSIM here. I'll get those giveaways sorted in the next 24 hours or so. Don't forget to DM me. I'll DM you if you forget anyway. So there we are. Thank you to everyone at VATSIM Scandinavia for providing excellent ATC. Please send them a message on their website, VATSIM Scandinavia feedback form. Just pass your gratitude. It was very nice of them to come in there. I hope they enjoyed it. A lot of other traffic joined in as well. For me personally, I think it was very busy in Arlanda from what you guys are saying, but for me personally, we had no problems, didn't we? No delays. It was just the right amount of traffic, busy enough
40,
there. Oh,
30, 20, 10.
I know you don't like us donating, but it's Christmas, so get yourself a bottle of something nice and maybe a nice large bone for Jack. Have a fabulous Christmas.
Minimums.
Thank you, Andy. That's very
minimums.
generous of you again. Thank you very much. Resident DJ from Grantham. Thank you very much for your £25. You guys have already said you already donate so much and spend so much time helping each other. And I don't know for nothing of that input there. So thank you very much. I'll get myself, I like my rum. I'll get myself a bottle of rum and I'll enjoy that. Thinking of you there, Andy. Thank you very much. Edo, cheers to 18 months as a member. Nice stream, Captain. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you, Edo, as well for your continued support too. Awesome. So, Vanguard, so many thanks to you, awesome Morgev, love it, everyone, thank you very much, you're most welcome. Brandon, you guys, I have ordered for a disconnect next to my engine cut-off switch and lost an engine on Surefire. I had to go around, guess why? You shut the engine down. Oh dear. Doug Kite, thanks for organising these flights, Merry Christmas, most welcome. Don't know, my not winning streak still intact. Unbelievable. Cheers, James. Jordan, hope you're doing well as well, all the way over in New Zealand. Javier's ADS Legends, thank you for entertaining tonight. Captain, have a Merry Christmas. Thank you, Tom C as well, thank you too. Awesome. Right, well, we've all logged off. It's just our lonely selves here in Oslo now. So the sim doesn't crash. What I need to do here, because I've been... Where's Sam gone? Well, I don't know. Sam's not even there. Maybe it will crash when I do the replay. I was having issues with Sam, causing issues when jet bridges were connected every time I tried to start a replay, but it's not even installed, so I don't know if this is an Aerosoft thing. We'll see what happens. So we've turned off that. Cue the funky replay music, and fingers crossed here. Oh, funky replay music has been looping the entire stream with it just completely muted, but there we are. Let's turn it on now. Yes. No, I've turned every single one of my songs on my repository. There we are. That's better. Funky music on. replay activated. Let's see what happens when I put it on final. Wrong runway. Let's just press play.
2500.
It's fine. No problems whatsoever. Excellent. Let's have a look at this adequate landing then.
200.
Crank up the volume. Great sound. There's the check. Close. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Firm one. But that's one that would end up on YouTube going, oh, hard landing, unsafe, blah blah blah. There we are. Dunk. A little bit of a bounce, look. Whoops. Excellent. Sam went home as Frodo told him. Love that LOTR reference there. Oh, that's the tower view apparently. That's no good. I'll do one more from the other side here slightly. Boing. Yeah, it was a bounce. The aircraft wouldn't bounce as ready as that. It's a combination of X-planes, ground effects. Yeah, well, it wouldn't bounce as ready as that. It'd only bounce if you really hammed it home. Wonderful. Right, let's put you back in the window view so you can enjoy the approach from this perspective as ever, guys. Thank you so much for your continued support as members. Really, I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it, and it helps me out so much. And I hope you really enjoy all the perks you have as a member. I always feel like I could be doing more, but the MOGF is a big part of the membership, and I enjoy taking the time to get it all organised. And they're always a great success. And I think from what you're saying already in chat that you've all enjoyed it as usual. So yep, looking forward to the next one, the 25th in January. God knows where we'll go. We'll organise something. Awesome stuff. You know where I am in Discord if you want to have a chat or any questions. You can either tag me on any of the channels. You can DM me directly as well. And if you have any questions, interesting hard ones, feel always like you want to ask them. Ask them. There's no such thing as a stupid question in aviation. Certainly I think it's a stupid answer, but it's the trickier they are, the better, because it lets you look it up, improve my knowledge, so I really appreciate that. Guys, take care. Happy Christmas. I hope to stream one more time, at least on the main channel, on the 23rd, so in a couple of days. But if I don't see you before then, have a great Christmas, and I'll see you before the new year. We've got some streams lined up for then. Take care, guys. See you soon.